Dire team ban.
I think you gotta go Puck, because Ori plays that hero really well. Can't be giving that up to him.
You have to give him something.
Vici
Do you want to
Gaming's
give him revenge?
Dire team ban.
There's the Viper.
Ori. And then they're going to Puck, so you're getting rid of 2 Ori heroes. But Ori, I don't think really favors the Viper that much.
So now this is interesting because they've banned the Viper, but then what CDEC are trying to do is they're trying to make it so they can first pick Queen of Pain overall in the draft, and it be like not counted by either of the 2 big heroes. Now they've actually just banned Queen of Pain first, Vici. It gives them a different ban in the first phase to normal. So I don't understand why Vici have banned Quap first instead of second.
Unless they want to first phase
Vici Gaming's turn to
Puck, but now Phoenix comes in. Mars, they're gonna go Mars AM like straight up, or Mars TV.
We haven't seen Vici like really early pick an AM yet, have we?
No.
I think TB is something they would do, but AM we haven't
Vici
seen yet.
Gaming's turn to pick.
Not to say they can't, but
Dire
like this.
team ban.
And yeah, there's the TV.
yeah. Even though I think AM's probably the better pick there out of the 2, I think they just prefer TB. Like, and the Morphling's already banned as well.
Dire team
That's like
ban.
something TB doesn't want to play against either. So now they're just going to ban out 3 core heroes that like TB doesn't want to play against. And these second bans are going to like zoom through. Like, now they have to be thinking, like, what is Arme going to be playing here? Like, what do we give him? He's looking on Spectre. He was the one with Meteor Hammer, right? I think.
5
He's
seconds
looked
remaining.
hot and cold on Spectre. I wouldn't say he's looked good on Spectre. There's been games where he's been rubbish, and games where, you know, like the Meteor Hammer one. I give you that rubbish right there.
Vici Gaming's
You know,
turn
and
to
the guy
ban.
like the one where he picks the Meteor Hammer and destroys. Like, absolutely destroys. Ban the Mirana, ban the Void Spirit, ban the Embers from taking away that mid lane control, as well as another egg hitter. Naga, Phantom Enter. I would almost go as far as to say ban the Spectre, right?
Vici Gaming's
But
turn
I
to
think,
pick.
yeah, okay. I think Void's are better. But like, they have Phoenix, right? And Void's good against TB because if you ever get the Chrono off onto it, it's stopping from sundering. I don't mind that too much.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shadow, and again, it's still in the pool. We've talked about the show
10
with the TV.
seconds remaining.
Like, again, it sets up for the Master. Like, this is the same opening that we saw.
5 seconds remaining.
I can't remember which team did it. Was it RMG? I think. Game 2. They ended up losing the game, but I think Shadow Demon just looks really good here. Or they could pick like Oracle as well. There's another potential for TB. Which I wouldn't mind. But Shadow Demon just works so well with the Mars as well. Do you guys kind of like some different vibes too? Like, they could go tree if they wanted. I don't know how much I like that against Clock.
Maybe Shadow Shaman for really
Dire
either of
team
these
pick.
teams. Either the CDC, not so much, but I go to the Oracle. I would have said anything. I could still go for it. It doesn't exactly scream PYW to me, though.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about with the
10
Oracle is that if it gets
remaining.
caught by the Clockwork, it doesn't just die because you have
5
the magic
seconds
resist with
remaining.
Fate Edict, but like, it's really easy to reach the Oracle at the start of the fight with Hookshot. Which is what Clockwork's going to have to do every single time. So now what CDEC need is they need another hero that can jump at the same time as the Clockwork wants to jump, because they need to effectively guard 2 separate targets, the TB and the Oracle, in a team fight. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to go with. Like, I still think the Spectre's really good up against Oracle, because then the Clockwork can go on whoever he wants, and the Spectre can be the one that finds the Oracle first. And like something like Slark as well has been popular in the last couple of days. I don't know how good it's been, but
You saw it just
Ursa was,
dismantled.
yeah.
So
Ursa as well is another one that I think has potential here.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
Ooh.
Tide was successful against the TB earlier.
I will say as well, so who was laning up with the TB before? When they were against the Tide Hunter? I can't remember who it was. I think it was...
10
It's
seconds
like it
remaining.
was a stronger laner than Oracle.
Yeah.
Like, Oracle doesn't do anything, so you get 1 point in
seconds
quick, and he
remaining.
goes from like 40 to roll for like
Against
20 damage. Yeah, against him.
Oh,
I can't remember who was trying to zone the Tide before.
Witch Doctor?
Yeah, like, so imagine the difference in lane between Witch Doctor and Oracle. Like, so Oracle is going to be... It's good for the game overall, but this Tide's going to have a free lane. And it gives them this team fight to match up against the Mars. And you saw in the game earlier today how much TB hates playing as Tide, because he has to go for the BKB. And then whenever he doesn't have BKB duration, this Ravage just comes through. And it's really difficult for the TB to deal with.
I like that PYW
They shake it.
though.
They pick it into clock, like,
Dire team back.
they care.
And Zeus? But
I actually really like this. I know I said I like the Zeus pick before, but this
do you
is
go
really
anti-mage here? As your one?
cool. You could do, but I
10
don't
seconds
like it against
remaining.
TB. I don't know
5
what they do
seconds
because they're what?
remaining.
Chalice, like the pos one clock. Maybe Arme's gonna pos one.
Vici Gaming's turn
Amazing.
to ban.
God, when he was at 200 ping that game. I don't say. I don't think Troll's really gonna work.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Played anti-mage
Troll's
against
not
5G and Naga.
I don't think Troll's bad actually.
No.
It's a little bit difficult against Oracle because he can save whoever the
Dire
trolls,
team
especially,
banned.
and he can disarm him as well. But yeah, they're gonna ban it anyway.
What about Weaver?
Because there's not many heroes left. No, I don't like Weaver. I think Weaver just really struggles to out carry a TB. Because when the TB gets started as well, like I know you can just run away, but like Weaver can't attack anything.
10 seconds remaining.
Really difficult.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at what he picked in the past. Luna.
5 seconds remaining.
Carry Tide, and they pick a different 3. Heard it here first. You get damage talent 25. I think it's 251. For some reason, they added an extra 1.
Vici Gaming's turn to
That was
ban.
weird. Bro,
Still, I froze. Did you say?
no, we were both.
Oh. I still wouldn't mind Ursa as well. It's not awful.
And then you're dealing with the mid
10
for
seconds
Vici.
remaining.
So Vici needs some
5
get close to get on top of the
seconds
Zeus.
remaining.
That's the most important thing. I don't know what, maybe like a Lycan or something. That sounds awful. It's not an Ori hero. Like Puck's still in the pool. If you wanted that.
Lycan for CDC?
Well, I don't really like Lycan against Mars
Dire
TV.
team pick.
But it's not awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're going to expect. I think they're going to have Spectre Zeus, and they've got a hook shot from long range away. They just have this really massive global presence.
Vici Gaming's
If Nate
turn
plays
to
Nature's
pick.
Prophet as well, I think that's potential. Oh yeah, just saw this last game. Like, why did I completely forget about the theory? I don't know how. I don't think it's amazing, but it allows them to play this tempo game, and the Zeus is the one that counters the TV this game.
10 seconds
It's not the
remaining.
Wraithing that is
10
supposed to be doing that. Like the Zeus with all its burst damage constantly
5
coming through
seconds
is the
remaining.
main hero for CDEC. So this is why I think it's really important they pick a hero that can actually find the Zeus in fights and like try and pick him off. Maybe Storm's so greedy, like Ember
but
and
it's
Voice
greedy, but-
and
Your control first. Ready Fire Blast.
Templar assassin.
Choose your
Yeah.
hero.
okay, yeah. That's nice. really nice pick actually, because they don't have. Yeah, like this Zeus doesn't deal with it in lane either. Like the reflection charges just make that's so difficult to get through on Zeus. So like the last Zeus game we saw was when he was playing against OD in mid. He was like constantly light bolting, right, and chipping away at his HP and things. It doesn't work against TA because of the refraction charges. And so Ori should absolutely dominate this lane. And I look at this, I'm thinking like I don't know which lane they lose on Vici. I think TB should just trade this Tide. Like Tide's going to be a big problem, but I think TB still ends up getting some farm at least and can just go back to the jungle anyway. I think they win mid, and I think they're like off lane's not amazing. Like, but they have this Shaker Mars combo, and they can still kill people. Like they Fisher, they can spear onto the Fisher. And I'm interested to see how much work Victoria can get on this clockwork, because like a lot of these heroes are really immobile on Vici. Like if you ever catch any of them with a hook shot, a lot of them are quite easy to kill, like with a +1. So I think his rotations around the map around like the level 6 mark are going to be super important.
TA with a proper lane. Really not even with a proper lane, because it feels like TA can get anything done at all times. It can blow up some of these heroes.
Yeah, like if she gets like a good blink SOP KB timing, they're gonna go crazy on Beach. Like they get the first Roche as well, the Aegis. But I will say TB and TA both need a little bit of time to come online. Bam. Like the TA wants Blink to really before she becomes massively active. She can go Blink first if she wants to fight. The TB just wants to be jungling as well. And this pick is a little bit greedy, like it's quite slow in the game. Like you want the Blink up before you start, you know, taking huge engagements. So I'm a little bit worried for them in that sense. I think because their lanes are so much, like I think they're better. It shouldn't make a difference. It's Orchestra versus Moo, by the way. I love that.
How they can play this. Ami's going to be up against Yang in this lane, and they've got PYW who's played really well on the Earthshaker in the past. I'm wondering if they'll keep the Earthshaker here. They've got D1 here, so Fortune's End, Fissure, the Gods Rebuke, maybe put some problems here for CDEC. Then he goes after the Clockwork.
The battle begins.
Just trying to secure Aeon, and they get both ones on the top side for each, so 2 for 2.
Dane, mother!
I love his voice shut. It looks so well, actually. Oh no, I can see both the top bounty runes. Oh no. On the map, for me, it's probably not the same for any of you, but I hate when that bug happens.
Observer sees it the same way you do, though?
No, they don't. What is that? Master. Oh, dude. Temp's really good level 1 mid.
See what Ori's able to accomplish with this TA.
This is the easiest point in the lane though for Zeus, really. They're both level 1. Because he doesn't have the refraction yet, and now the bonus damage is going to be coming through. BYW actually gets the courier kill though. I love what Victoria is doing here, right? So he's basically just saying, I'm going to zone the Shaker, and then you raking 1v1 on Mars, which like is, they should both just farm. Like,
so far, at least for the Mars and the TA are going well. Eurus getting pressured pretty heavily. He doesn't have Metamorphosis anymore, so that certainly doesn't feel that great.
No, he didn't have a good first. It's meta really, which is like a big problem in this lane. Because like we said, the tide lanes up pretty well against him, and there's not much DY can do on this Oracle. So now he's in a position where without the meta, because he didn't have a good time before, it's going to be even worse now. He's landing against two heroes that both do well against him.
Quick little throw out right there. TV. Try to trade a little bit better here against SRF.
He can't. It's tied with Kushel Anchor Smash. If he ever gets the Anchor Smash, you're not trading with him. No, it's impossible. Just that the damage reduction is so high because TB has, yeah, like, he loses 18 damage. He starts hitting for 43. Like, it's not enough. PYW is getting chased out here by the clock. But with battery shot level 2, there maybe he can do something. But... And again, this is what I'm talking about, by the way. There's another new Wraith King build. Like, he does level start this time because he knows that there isn't really much kill potential in this lane. So he kind of wants to maximize his jungle timing, I would assume. And just go for like a 0-2-4 most likely.
And it's off.
Meanwhile, Ori's doing a really good job at 19-3 over mid. XM trying to refuse this refraction. Not like there's a lot of mana though available for DA at the moment. I have one more refraction. Coming mid. Yeah, Mango no bottom.
I know Jane's not going to get bottled though.
No.
She's just going to she'll go for like a value Blightstone or something at some point. Just, you know, on the jungle. You don't need the bottle on. Just bring out mangoes if you need them.
I just know Ori likes controlling the room. That pressure.
Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of hero though to a lot of the other ones he plays. You know, these like Lenas and Pucks and things that he loves. I don't know if he still plays Lena, but bot lane, but got pretty low to the meta. So this Oracle level 3 is when the hero really starts to hurt now, because the level 2 the level 2 Purified Flames does a lot more damage. And like you can purge it off straight away and then have another one. You have a lot more kill potential.
Yeah, the Oracle big kills in the early parts of these games if you're not too careful.
Dude, big kill steal at all points in the game.
Yeah,
that's
usually
that's the Oracle
like
way.
9 kills.
She took a point in stun on Wraith King. I'm really surprised.
Both Ori and XM were low and get the kill into Ori. XM takes some damage from the tower, but he's able to get one last lightning bolt off to finish off Ori, and it was going so well for him before. But unfortunately, you know, get the call without any mana, so he's unable to get the refraction back up.
I get 4 bounty runes as well on CDEC. The 5-minute mark, that's crazy.
Wow.
I feel like that shouldn't happen. Like in any game ever, right?
Yeah.
Like the mid lane, they lose 4 bounty runes.
Couldn't feel it at all. But only 1-0, not terrible. Like, everybody's still laning really well for the side of Vici. Despite the death, D-Way gets back. You've got Ori sitting here at 32-7. He's now level 6. So he's got the trap door. But XM's also 6, so we do have the Thunder Gods are out there. Gonna go in on a Yang, at least try Battery Assault Totem, so that keeps Victoria back, and the Gods are pushing even further away. Beerus, how's he doing? 29-4 into this Metamorphosis. He's ahead of SRF for the moment. Still casual Pitstone right now for TM. I'm surprised that. I feel like Pitstone's very early. Like a very early pick.
Now scatter your bones from here to the pits of hell.
Eli makes that rotation, helps to get this kill into the Skeleton King. The beast first though, he's getting low, doesn't have Sunder, and gosh, hits a little bit of minus armor. Oh,
the Thunder God's Wrath, Eurus still able to survive just under this tower. You wish she was a 6 right now. URW the only thing defending Eurus, and will finally TP out of the lane. UIW juking through the tree. Battery Assault, SRF, Rapier Smash. And there's the Rocket Flare for the finishing touch. DUI now comes over, Purifying Flames as well as the Fortune's End, but we've already lost the Earthshake, so not a lot of value there. However, again, he's farming up and getting experience by himself.
Yeah, it's I don't know. This TV like is gonna start to go down here. Like with the threat of the Rampage is coming soon, right? And he has Helm of Dom coming up. Like he's only 200 gold or so short. I think that this moment here is like Eurus is gonna be able to sit in this lane until the Helm of Dom comes out. And even then, like this tide just does so much damage with Anchor Smash, like all the damage reduction.
They're gonna go for SRF though. Eurus continuing forward, Purifying Flame. Now he's starting to heal. So they're just putting him out of the lane and continue to allow this TV to fall.
Like the Helm of Iron Will just heals so much and it gives him so much armor. Mid lane as well. This Mars is coming over here. They really want to make a play on the trap, potentially. They're going to catch some in the arena. Yeah, okay. I think he's dead.
Yeah. Big kill there. Ori, go Blink Tiger first. I'm surprised. You know, usually you'll see like Dessa first, but I guess he's working more so going for the positioning. Victoria, Yang still here. Spear. Oh, what?
Oh. I think he has a melt
hit, but yeah, he's got the trap. He'll get the slow, and the Melon Strike finally finishes him off. So 3-2 in favor of Vici.
Or he is actually going Blink first, which now you know how this game's going. Like things for him, right? Like the Blink first is going to do so much work because it allows him to just jump on the Zeus first every single fight.
Yeah.
Which we said is going to be their big issue.
Or Blink. Sometimes I've even seen like Blink BKB.
The best one is when they go Axe first. That's the real like chat play.
Oh my god. Never seen that.
So good.
And I'm the one who talks about Ags all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Have you Ags this game?
Don't start. I'm gonna scream. I don't feel safe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
TV's going to try and push the top one in a little bit here. See Yang and try around to find James as well.
Radiant's bottom tower.
About half duration on the Metamorphosis. They're going to lose their bottom tier 1, so we really need to put pressure on this top tier 1.
Dire's
really nice rotation. Army on the Wraith King. And they actually think they can keep going here. Like, I don't know who's supposed to come bot and stop this push. The only problem is these tier 2s are so strong. Arena.
Oh, does Roche steal it? I thought for a second he might. That would have been pretty sad.
So the lane stage has not gone as well for the racing side as I thought it would. It's very confused. I've still been getting a decent amount of farm. Wait, who did I say was having the laning stage? I can't even remember. I think I said Radiant. Yeah, because the Oracle couldn't zone out the tide was my point before that. Like, so the sum of Doms now on the tide, like they've done much better than I thought they would. Like this tide did really well block, and Army's just free farming the jungle. Yes, this TV's pushing the top stuff and it's annoying, and Zeus is dying. He's getting farm. Like I think he's going. Yeah.
But I think that stops the second you've got an opportunity to jump on him, because now you've got this Blink Dagger, and it's not going to be a long time until TA gets this Deso. T's a natural, such a naturally best farmer. So I mean, normally it doesn't take the TA long, but that's so probably going to include a couple of kills, or usually includes a couple of kills, because you go for this Blink Dagger just to get that jump.
I think the big problem that CDEC have is that Victoria's still level 4 and there's no tone. Phoenix took it. So like, we talked about how important this hookshot was going to be with finding rotations early on. They're so immobile. on Vici. Like, it's not going to be coming out for ages. Like, and he's 3/4 of the way to level 5, 12 minutes in.
And one thing to note, though, YW, he's almost got his blink dagger.
Oh, wow. He's really farmed.
Yeah. And now they've got the fissure left. Zeus is just dead.
Yeah.
And that's going to push Ori even closer to the Desolator, and PYW2 closer to that blink.
They need to make sure they're killing the Zeus whenever they can, though. It's like the same as before, where Zeus is the big worry for TB.
Earth's bounty.
And like all these carry heroes in general, right? But the damage that comes from Zeus in this burst is crazy. So every time they kill the Zeus, they're delaying the attack timing, which, like the last Zeus game we saw, is the big moment that they're waiting for. Like they can get pickoffs with hookshot into the Nimbus and everything. There's so much catch.
Not only that, but you don't blink on Zeus first, I think.
Surely she doesn't go blink before Ags. It's not an awful blink game, but like, I don't know. Yeah, that's halfway to an Ags, right?
I don't think you have to. I don't think you go with that. And there's the blink dagger for the Earthshaker.
They're going to try and smoke it on Vici. I mean, people always already has one on him, so they might just look to go here. I see and Yang play together. I think it's the big one. And the thing is, because PYW has blink as well, it doesn't force Yang to go for this really early blink like we've seen from other Mars players this tournament. Like, they tend to go for like Phase Boot's Soul Ring blink a lot of the time, or like Tread's Soul Ring blink, whichever one they choose. But this time, yeah, they're not reliant on his initiation, so he can just be a little bit more greedy and go for this pipe. And when you're playing against the Zeus, having pipes is really nice.
We're committed bottom. It's the blink out. They're looking at the hook shot. The rocket flare, it hits. So now nobody's going to be able to get over on this. We were trying to fight a little bit. Rainfire Blast comes in as well as the Sunray. They'll get on to Ori. They'll take him out. They almost lose Victoria. And while Vici, they're, searching through the jungle. I don't find anything.
But that's the first hook shot, and I'm so glad they managed to get like the biggest kill on the map with it. That was very much needed for CDEC.
For so long.
This Wraith King's massive though. Like, Alex just been slowly just doing his own thing the whole time.
I don't know if that's enough. Like, they're gonna be able to rip through him soon enough.
They fought PYW down in the top lane.
Oh, he's far off by himself.
Did he? He didn't even get the kill on Except. What?
Like a good ball.
Unless they're worried that maybe there's more heroes coming to protect the Shaker afterwards and they'll take the fight, but it's the only thing I can think of. Maybe he's going to blink first on Zeus. Okay.
Certainly looks like that could be a possibility. Not too far off, but that just puts you behind on your axe, and I don't know if that's the timing you want to be going for.
But if he manages to stay alive using the blink, then it's 100% worth it. Because the blink at that point is going to have more impact than 2 parts of an axe, right? It's just whether he can utilize that blink to a high enough level, and it's the top ranked guy in China, so you'd hope so.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not going to utilize a blink properly, who is?
Heralds? I think
True.
Isn't it right?
Heralds are pretty good, dude. You never know. You don't know what they're going to do.
So this will be Blink, Deso, BKB most likely for the TA, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
And TB's almost got this man, so I would like to see Vici be ready to fight with this Blink Echo. I don't know if they've shown off the Blink yet. They've been kind of hiding.
Yeah, but he had that one left down the bot lane. He's been like, okay, I'm just gonna farm for Deso before I go now.
Wraith King forward. I don't know if you want to be there. Truck comes in, and here's the major hook shot on the back lines, but they're gonna lose the first fight from this Wraith King. They have to do damage on the PYW. They have the spear to follow it up and get the second life away from me. And now Supernova? Ravage comes in. The Supernova's still gonna pop. Yes, it does. Now Ori's in trouble. Thundercloud's Wrath gets the finishing blow, and they're going to look for the rest. False promise by Thunder. SRF's dead. Moving in on that TB was a mistake.
What's SRF doing? TB just hasn't skilled Thunder by level 12? I don't know. Like, that's insane. You should be happy that you get the TA kill there. You just run away afterwards. But they've used so much for it, right? Like, they lose Arme as well. It's like the big four that's been farming really well. Army just got a little bit ahead of his team there. They kind of need to like, let the Wraith King... If the Wraith King dies, at the same time Egg goes off and then the Ravage comes before the Wraith King's alive. Right, that's like the perfect case for them. They'll have used spells to kill off the Wraith King's first life that won't then have for further on. But they need to make sure that all their skills are coming out together, and it's just not at the moment.
So still never used Echo Slam in that fight. So it's available. They want to continue forward.
Is under attack.
And they might.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's going Axe first, so change his mind. I think that's good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Take the egg that way.
It's not just the egg, it's the potential in general as well. Like, they've got oh, hang on, here we go. Oh, they don't have any way of stopping the thing. He's trapped as well between the fish and the clock.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Probably they'll have now, and I keep trying to say RNG as well. No, CDEC is that you don't have Ravage for another 45 seconds either. So like they're just gonna keep losing fights here until that Ravage is up. Like they need their combo. And they need to lose Axe as well. He's getting close, but not quite there yet.
He's right here. Arena and dead. Like there's nothing you can do to exit him.
Imagine if he had a blink.
And there's the Deso. So BKB's got to be queued up now. Yeah, there it is for Ori. You've got the Deso. You can rush. I don't have Zeus. I don't know how to fight this.
They just do it so quickly. Like they have rocket flare and hook shots, and maybe they can scout it. But I mean, Victoria's so far away.
I need to step outside the shade and try and block this hook shot.
They have the trap as well.
Yeah, and he's almost close. Supernova, there's the Ravage. They're getting killed. PYW doesn't get the second time off. Royal attack line throws the trap down. Supernova pops. There's the Sunder. False promise used on deep line. They'll get the first life out of the hands of this a Wraith King. SRF is moving forward. What do you have to really offer in this? Spear, Purge up, Kraken Shell. So SRF is still running. Eventually, Ori will have another trap to slow you down. However, they're not going to go and chase.
Yeah, this Oracle's doing so much work in the first as well. He's 0-0-2. Like, it doesn't feel like it, but the disarms are coming out of the Wraith King. There's the magic resistance coming out on people before the Ravage hits. Like, there's the war save, and if this Oracle doesn't die in fights, come back to this point, like, if the save hero doesn't die first, it's so difficult to kill the cores that you want to kill.
That was a Ravage for like nothing. They didn't get anything.
Yeah, and they lost the Roche as well. Yeah. The Ravage came out, but the egg came out at the same time. The egg stun didn't hit anybody after the Ravage because they'd all like just I don't know what the word is, just like left the fight.
And if you watched Ori, he stayed at the deepest part of the pit. Like he did the math. Supernova went like here, and he's standing here as far enough away. He I don't know, got stunned by it.
No, nobody got stunned.
Yeah. So this is a little bit better where SRF now has a blink to set up that Ravage. They still have to get the proper setup though, and if the BKB gets picked up by Ori, then he's just fine. And well, I'm surprised you're getting a little bit greedy with this. Going into Scotty.
I think if the game was going a bit worse for them, he could be first, but because it's not, he's going to be Scotty. The problem he's going to have is now is that XM's about to hit the Axe. Yeah, he's just got called for it. And he almost killed the courier there, just as it was at the shop. So now the Axe is coming, it's like, well, can they punish the lack of BKB on the Terrorblade? My problem is that if they don't kill the Oracle at the same time as they're on the TB, then it's going to be like insanely difficult because magic just comes out with the Fate Zealous. And then the Zeus isn't doing any damage to him anyway.
Tags both same time here, but where Ori is in terms of getting this EKB.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Eurus is very close to Scotty, so it's going to come down to DY and his positioning, and so far, look at. He's going Guard Greaves on Orc.
Wow. I got like 4 stuff or something, but
That's so ambitious.
it really
Does he
is.
even get that? Although Phoenix, he has a lot of gold. Don't cheap.
He's quite farmed actually. They have the Veil on Phoenix as well, which amped up the Zeus damage, and they want to use this Ice Reveal here. And they can use Thunder God's Wrath to scout at the start of the fight just to see where everybody is. There's Blink Ravage up as well.
You need to be careful.
Look where he is though. Like, he has to be the one that dies first.
Big goal for DY. Has he got an extra?
No,
I haven't
got him.
seen. It was good Blink. They'll get the kill on the DY, so now they're almost promised with Blink away from Ori. He TP's out as does Eurus. That's a lot used again just to get the ports.
I think CDEC is so far behind that they have to take whatever they can get. And they found DY there was incredible. He tried to go into save the Shaker, but was just out of range, and then all of a sudden, like, the tide season, it's like, I am gonna murder you.
I will say too, when he's playing forward with
Radiant's top tower is under
he hasn't
attack.
been able to get it off in Echo Slam. yet.
Radiant's
Yeah.
structures.
I think they were trying to bait him out though. Like,
Dire's middle tower
he
is
didn't know
under
that the
attack.
Zeus had axe, so they thought, oh, yeah, I could and just take the fight with them.
We'll get the kill there in a Victoria.
Radiant's top tower is under
They
attack.
find more than oh, he shouted on me.
Wanted it on Wraith King, but or the arena was a little off.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'm still not
is
sure
under
how I feel
attack.
about these Silveridge builds on Wraith King. Like, I understand it's a really good item, but and it's like such a nice build up as well because all the items are so small. But you're not ever saving up for one big item. Like with the old Silveridge, you have to get the ultimate orb, and sometimes it's ages to farm. Whereas now you can just go for like this casual blitz circles for 35 attack speed, and it feels really good. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Armlet Ace something was always really good, like Armlet Desto as well. But he needs the armor this game more than anything. That's why I thought he might go for like AC first or something before Silveridge, or at least go Shadow Blade into AC. They found Phoenix top as well.
Is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I'm gonna grab this tier 2. There's no way to stop him. Eurus, he's got Metamorphosis, so do they continue? He's got double damage.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Smoke.
I think they want to wait for the second motion before they go high ground again. Like they want the next Aegis. But yeah, they are the most strong team at the moment, and they know that Ravage is still on cooldown for a little bit longer, so they might try and find somebody just before. I like the smoke though, just moving across the map.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'm surprised
has
you
been
do-
denied. Dire's
See this
top
lack
tower
of
is
presence
under
from the other
attack.
team. Just throw Thunder God's Wrath at him. Hasn't done that yet. Now they've got themselves around on it.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, this is a problem for him. Fissure, and that's the fight done. You need to be
It's
careful.
coming over.
He is, but I don't think he's going to be here in time.
Oh, I missed the death animation from the TV thing.
Lost your Wraith King twice, and there was no real pushback from CDEC.
It's no small thing to
Lack
be
of
favored by
armor
the gods.
decop. Unfortunately, when the TA is going to be hitting you with -8 armor reduction from the belt and -6 from the Desolator, and you use 14 armor, that's all your armor gone on Wraith King pretty much. Like, and when the TA is smashing you away as well with all the physical damage of the DD, like. What, has he got BKB on TB now as well? Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, and Mars is about to have his.
Dire's middle tower is
I don't know
under
what they're
attack.
afraid of anymore.
Is under attack.
Like, the only physical damage is to the Wraithian, and he can't fight TBTA.
Oh, on the edge of the fissure.
Dire's
Victoria's
bottom
TP
tower
stopped.
is under attack.
He's got nowhere to go. You know,
What?
But
Okay.
eventually, you're still gonna die. And then coming in, rocket flare there, but DY, of course, with the Purifying Flames takes the kill.
Oh, excellent pop. Almost gets caught there in the arena. Fortunate by Yang. Yang, so good at this hero, by the way. I have no idea how Vici always managed to find this hero.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But this is a problem when there's two bans now. Like, maybe Yang plays Mars every game for the rest of his life.
Potentially. Would be against it.
Oh, destruction for TA. Didn't have enough armor or good stuff. Let's give it to TB. Okay, fair enough.
So all three cores have BKBs at 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. What are they scared of?
Yeah.
Is there a reason to be scared? James? On Phoenix?
Yeah, but they're gonna bring over the gush. BKB's been popped. Supernova, they just don't have what it takes to kill it. Hookshot comes in, now the Supernova pops.
Tanky though.
Yang, he's tanky, but they get the kill on YW. YW again. I don't think he's gotten an Echo Slam off all game. I'm gonna say it again.
Did he just solo die to a Wraith King?
Oh, no, Nimbus is down.
The thing is that if that arena goes down and there's like anybody within touching distance, the Phoenix just dies and then the fight's completely different because the egg doesn't go off. And now Wraith King with finished this AC, who's actually going to have armor to work with.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's pretty big. The problem is he's the only core that's dealing physical damage. And he's the only core that can hit towers, like... And that itself is an issue. Oh, Orchid on Aura.
The things he needs, and he's going into the Bloodthorn, so... Just need to be playing more so as a team. Still up 8,000. You really shouldn't be scared of mine.
I think they're going to give the telescope to Zeus there as well. Yeah. He's had this phosphorus there for so long.
I'm a bigger, better, faster.
Well, that's a dead helm we've done quick.
Quick 200 gold for Ori. He's trying to get in Bloodthorn SRF. He's on the high ground. Yang pulling forward arena. Oh.
I think you have to use the Gods of Big before the arena just to cancel the link.
Shot on the DYW again. Is he not going to be allowed to use?
Oh, he's up on the high ground.
He's not fine there.
He's like, why am I there? He's picking the ground. Right, this rating hurts.
I mean, Vici, albeit up 8,000, they haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, they try to do things, but Yang keeps like accidentally missing spears, they're like missing arenas.
Is under attack.
He's trying to make things happen, it's not that they're not, but... He's got a buyback on Shakeout, I don't think he's going to have to use it though.
Is under attack.
I don't think they can do this.
And it's
Surely not.
close. I mean, really can just give it up. That's for sure. Fortune's End comes in. On the Raider team, Yanguis in gets the arena down. SRF blinks away. It's going to leave the Raider team very vulnerable. SRF is going to be forced to pop the back from the opposite side of this arena. Nice look over. The Nimbus is down. The force stay away. They get the kill on the Ahmed. They'll go that's for BKB caught by Yang, as well as Uri and Eurus. They grab themselves the Aegis out onto the TAS are moving forward. Eurus, he's stunned up thanks to the Supernova, but of course you got the Bolt Comet, so into the Sunder they go, get the kill on the Victoria, they can open to the rest. Oh, for TP, here comes over, and he's still holding the Echo. They'll get that kill on XM. Now they'll look over at James, who stopped his TP.
Oh, that's
And he's gonna die here for kills for the side of Vici.
Radiant's bottom
as soon as you get hit by that Scarly once, you don't get anymore. Yeah, and I think I'm really surprised they tried to go and force the Roche fight there. That seems pretty crazy to me. Like, you want to be getting the blink initiation with like, the Ravage, because otherwise they pop all their BKBs and the Tide feels useless. Like, especially because they're all long BKB durations.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like, DY's not dying in this fight, but the only time he died was that top fight before. You saw, like, he just saves the TV and he sunders, and then what do they do? Like, the Fate's Edict is just as good as the False Promises thing, with how much he's been doing. They'll probably look to take the last tier 2 one in the bot lane and then try and end the game, I imagine.
Bounty's available still. Side
I'm excited. Do you remember when we talked about these Greaves and things? Oh.
He's got him.
He's just finished them. Yeah.
To pair with you mentioned 25 minutes ago.
He's got spider legs as well. I didn't realise, and he's clockwork. Like, that's incredible. That's like the best item you can find on a support against clockwork. That it doesn't have like a blink or anything. Get out the cogs. Get out of jail free card. You a Monopoly fan?
Yeah. I actually played the other day.
Do you?
Yeah.
I bet you cheated.
No.
Stealing money from the bank, did you?
Nope. It was on tabletop sim. I can't do that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you can't steal money from the bank when you owe them so much Kinder eggs anyway.
Yeah. That is very true.
Owe them so many.
I got everything up. I mean, have the Aegis. Should be ready to just move on and go.
They were waiting for meta to come off cooldown again, I think, before they look to go. The team has DD bottled as well.
Oh, here.
So I can only see this next fight going one way, I'll be honest.
Perfect. I'm surprised that XM's holding the Thunderwrath as much as he does. I would like to think that Zeus is usually let it fly almost every time they think pressure's out on the map. It's not the worst cooldown, 90 seconds.
I don't know, because the thing is, if he doesn't save the Thunderghost out of a fight, they're not winning the fight. Like, they need all the damage they can get so far behind. Like, I get that point that they want to gain the information off the map and things, but I think that works better when you're playing from, like, ahead. They're going to just probably try this bot tier 2 here. I don't know where Eurus is going. They really want to fight, by the looks of it, actually.
What a bounty!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I see a fight with PYV uses Echo Slam.
Yeah.
How does he not use it? Like, skill yet? He's got a point there so early.
That's the thing, they shake it into the clockwork at the Phoenix, like there's Zeus and everything. They have so much blink cancelling potential.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Also, who are you supposed to Echo Slam? Ty can just break it with the Kraken Shell. Like, he doesn't really want to Echo Slam Wraithing on his first life, and Zeus is so far back. Once he, like, first time of Phoenix, I guess, is probably the best thing he can do to stop him getting the egg up.
Can you get a 5-man Echo?
I'm really shocked they didn't try and end the game with that Aegis, though. It's like gone in 20 seconds here.
And the double damage.
Well, they tried to find a fight, like with the double damage, but I thought they might just try and force the high ground with the Aegis. They give them a lot of respect. another double damage. Cool.
Okay.
Have you bought fresh Zeus?
Zeus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Nemesis is pretty scary when you have the lightning bomb at least done.
Venn diagram going all of a sudden. This is gonna be scary from Ori too when he's got the 25 mil dash.
I think Arme has to buy out for an item here. I think if he saves buyback, there's no way they win the fight. Like, it's so far behind already. They need
He
every
buys up the
fight.
BKB, but like
Yeah.
25 is gonna be here for TA, so you just need ML track dash.
But like the BKB doesn't even save him massively because they have so much physical damage anyway. It's basically to stop him from like being caught by the arena in the spirit, which has been the big problem for him so far, and getting disarmed by the Oracle as well. Actually,
Radiant are scanning.
you're gonna smoke up here though, both. So this might be the last hurrah potentially for CDEC.
They look, but they don't find anybody. Both teams, and again, like, you've got the refresher. Why aren't, if you want that information, then draft, right?
No, again, it's just think they need all the damage they can in the fight.
I guess.
If they're really in the game anyway, they can't know where they are already.
Arena comes through, SRF and speared up. Rogue shot on the back line. BYW finally gets himself the BKB up. Ame in some trouble. They'll take the first fight. They will go for Ame once again. And group side all the way over. Better be surviving. Other guys coming in. And now the Ravage. The blink away from BYW. He'll survive. Supernova's down. Like Fissure on the 2. You know, let the Supernova go and probably reinitiate off. He's already made a move in. Blink with the shots coming through. And down goes James. The only one who's dead. Maybe for Ori.
How did the top die? I thought he got broken, it said. And I thought somebody had a silver edge, but did he just die?
I think so. No, the arena came in and the spear. He controlled him.
But he died so quickly, though.
Yeah.
Like, because he can crack and shell off the spear. It must have just been the whole, like, all the minus armor that came through. I don't know.
Still holding it. Slam.
Illusion.
Ame? That's...
He needs to take risks so like this. Yeah, but what if he gets in there?
Dang, he's got the spear. He's going to survive. False promises there. D1 once again. Fortune's in hits. So now, Mars is just able to leave.
I respect that armor, though. Like,
And he's still looking.
yeah. He needs to take them by surprise, because if he's fire on fire is ever taken out, then they have the advantage on Vici because they'll be set up and ready. Whereas if you try and take one of them by surprise, like they're gonna be like, oh god, what do we do? That's spell prison TV, by the way. Really good item. 12 plus all attributes and it reduces the coordinating on better. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Oh, another double edge. Right, if we get this far in the game, chat, press 1 for Metamorphosis attack range, press 2 for Sunder cooldown. I feel like we do this every time and people are always wrong. Yeah, and I always get it wrong as well.
Dagon. Not Dagon. Always wrong.
May it's mine.
The game, I don't know if it really matters, but might as well. Attack range, right? You got the Satanic, you already did.
Yeah, that's what I'd guess as well. Because he has the Oracle, I don't think he's so reliant on the Sunder and fights.
Axe Blessing, give that to Ori. Trap down.
Axe TB? I've heard it's really good. I can't remember who said it, but...
Those are the facts. If he doesn't pick it up, I'm actually getting so annoyed. Shot comes in, that's gonna hit as well as the Ravage! But now they need a follow-up. BKB could fight Dang as well as the rest. Go after SRF. Oh my goodness. Side Hunter, or to get mod damage, but there's the power from coming in for DUI, so he's not zoning out enough. Supernova on the edge of the fight, but they get the kill on Victoria. Now there's a hook as Ame will not survive. As Supernova just ends up being a bit too late.
I mean, DUI is just not dying. Like, yeah, the game's over. I mean, goes like this, if DUI's not dying in fights, nobody's dying. Like, he's just sitting on the edge of the pit and they don't have vision of him. And he's just getting every single one of his spells off. And it just keeps him in, like, they're already 33k behind, but if you can't find this jump, like many of your heroes, onto the Oracle, it's impossible.
Dire are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, he.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Bottom barracks is falling. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
Custom rolls the early game and the mid game. So if TA is able to have as good of a start as she did have, you open up space for TD, and TA takes over. And TA is not no slouch in the late game either. Like, the fact that TA is so effective in all 3 points in the game is kind of ridiculous to me, and I'm a bit shocked that you know, TA is not picked more often. That Mirana, I mean, DUI Phoenix potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Vici. I mean, there's no other reason you would ban Mirana other than to try and take Phoenix for yourself. But the problem is now, you're in a really difficult position on CDEC, because do you want to let them take the Mars, or do you want to let them take the Phoenix? Because like we said, Yang's insanely good at Mars.
And they made the decision. And I think it's going to be Mars.
The only thing I will say, though, this time is that CDEC have the last pick overall in the first phase, so they can pick Arme's hero then, if they want to set up for it. So I wouldn't be massively worried for them this time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick his hero early. So for them, I think they should already be thinking about, can we get this like AM into the draft, potentially?
So they get the Mars. That's for Yang.
Well, most likely, yeah.
They're the only team that was doing that was SAG, man. There's no way that bled into any other teams.
Vici have played mid Mars before. It doesn't have to be 5. Like I'm like nearly 100% sure it's Yang.
Fair enough. I didn't even. I just completely forgot that Mars is like a mid hero at times.
Ooh, you've got PTSD in the position 5 Mars.
Oh yeah.
Dire team
terrible.
pick.
Earth Shaker.
And back to the Earth Shaker. So the Echo Slam that happened at the end of the game. Will we see one?
Yes. I think they'll either go Rubik here or they'll go for Arme's hero. And I think Anti-Mage still looks pretty
Vici
good.
Gaming's
Only thing is, like, you're against
turn
two
to
heroes that... Oh...
Dire
Okay.
team ban.
Not what I thought they'd go for, but like again, it's a similar concept that at least Arme's playing something that they know is going to do okay now.
Vici Gaming's turn to
TB
ban.
is very, I feel like much more manageable with these two heroes picked up so far.
Kind of, it is in the mid game, at least because they have the Liza team fight, like they have good lockdown between Mars and Shaker, but in the laning stage, Shaker doesn't really pressure the TB in lane. So at least Arme knows he should have a relatively decent time, and he's got Ogre sat with him as well, right? So at least he knows he's going to be
5
relatively well
seconds
protected.
remaining.
And he gets the Bloodlust as well. So we'll probably see him, if he can get away with it, ending up going like 3rd item MKB or something to try and utilize the Bloodlust. I wouldn't be surprised, at least.
Dire team ban.
Viper's
Yeah,
not
that's the
banned out
Rubik.
yet, but also what about Puck? That's still available.
Puck's okay. I mean, Ori plays that hero really well, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I love the
Vici
Rubik ban, though.
Gaming's turn
I
to
was
ban.
wondering whether CDEC would have taken that as their second pick overall, just because of how well James plays it. It's also really good against Mars and Shaker. But they decided to just prioritize Army's hero, which is, I think that's fair enough. We've talked about how important that is.
10 seconds remaining.
Prioritize it, but we'll see if it pans
5
out.
seconds remaining.
I'm worried that if they pick too much, too many heroes that can be active early, Ame may still have a very hard time.
Correct? Especially with the Shaker that can run around and get deep wards down and things that they can play off early on. So for Vici, what do they want as their 5 then? And what's their answer to the TB is the big question. So like we've seen Lena recently, we've seen Puck, we've seen Zeus has been the one today that people have gone for. I do like trying new different things as to find the way of dealing with this TB, because it's been the most probably one of the most popular heroes, at least of the playoffs, I would say. Like it feels
10
like it's been picked up out
seconds
every single
remaining.
game.
Yeah, it's
5
it's
seconds
only
remaining.
72%, but I would
that
like
across
to
the whole
see.
tournament, though?
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
see what it was. Just playoffs. 17 games picked though, so he's up there in the pick and not the ban. Well, that's not true. He's up there in the picks, as he's 5th in picks, and he's been banned 17 times. So even across the board.
And the next question for me is like XM has been pretty good so far this tournament. I think he's played relatively well. But like last game on the Zeus, not having the best of times. But laning against TA, it's not definitely not an easy task. So I'd like to see them pick up something for him with their last pick overall that can try and impact the game. The problem is then you're getting banned out by, because there's these last 2 bans now before the last
Vici
pick overall.
Gaming's turn
So maybe
to
they feel like they want to pick his hero earlier. Yeah, okay.
And
That's
they-
really nice.
And the Viper.
Yeah, but the break's really good nice against the Mars. Like, Viper's just difficult to deal with at the moment. I actually quite like that hero right now.
10
Feels really
seconds
good.
remaining.
First time we're seeing
5
Void Spirit
seconds
right
remaining.
now today. Is it worth going to the Puck at all?
They could. Yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't mind Lena either.
I feel like you just become so vulnerable coming out of phase shift.
Give other burst mid heroes. The Queen of Pain's the one that, always used to come to mind, but that hero's so popular now and it just gets
Dire
first aid
team
banned all the
pick.
time.
Dire team
I like
Disruptor.
Tinker, dude.
Disruptor.
Vici Gaming Classic.
Don't tease me with Tinker.
It's not OP though.
No, it's not. So Disruptor, I like the
10
silence
seconds
again. I think that,
remaining.
focusing on the silence against this team might be very important, especially if you can get a
5
static storm
seconds remaining.
over the TV.
Do you know what I'd like actually?
Ooh, my analyst
I'd really
is
like
here.
them to put Mars mid and then pick Batrider on Vici. If it's like not a good hero against Batrider here, if they pick like their other side laner, because it looks like a really good bat game at the moment.
Should I ask Cooper what his thoughts are?
Yeah, I think you should.
Cooper. Alright. Batrider, off lane, Mars mid. Thoughts? What's that?
I love that nobody can see what you're talking to. Cooper's his dog, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks like he's just talking to himself.
No, I am. He left. He didn't like the idea. Give a
Cooper,
little.
you're a joke.
A week, and that was it.
Okay.
Maybe that was an agreement. I can't really make it out sometimes.
They're taking a long time to decide what they want here, CDEC.
Yeah.
Vici
But it's not like they're
Gaming's
stuck.
turn to pick. Vici Gaming's
Okay, I
turn
think
I will
to
Batrider's
pick.
the
say
same.
though, we've seen that Doom get. Oh, and there's the Disruptor Naga combo.
I mean, that was the safe pick, I'd say. They have the combo now. And it's also Nagata's okay up against TV as well. Because they have no real way of dealing with illusions at the moment. And
10
CDEC would have known this
seconds
was coming.
remaining.
10.
5 seconds.
We'll have to see what they do
remaining.
with this, but
Seconds remaining.
where do we think this Doom's being played? We assume it's a 3, I guess.
Going 4 Void Spirit, but I
But
don't
that would
think
still make
so.
Doom the 3, right?
would assume Doom 3, unless Void Spirit's the 4 and they want to go mid Doom.
We haven't seen Void Spirit for this whole tournament, have we? Like, I think it's been core every single time,
Jinky
whether it's
didn't
offlane
play it?
or mid. Did who play it? Sorry,
I swear Jinku played it.
he might have done. I don't think that was this tournament though.
One game that they he was playing Snapfire those games.
So I'd be surprised if they didn't ban out Lesh here on Vici. Yeah, and the Puck's okay as well. I don't mind that either. I think Shaman might be okay for CDEC. Gives them something else to play off of as well. And the lockdown for the Naga is really good, but I don't know if it does enough in. Naga has such high armor.
Gaming's turn to ban.
There's the Lina, so get rid of some burst damage.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, like, this TB seems okay to me at the moment. Like, I think CDEC have a much easier job at like fighting earlier on.
10 seconds
They're like-
remaining.
They can just run at them, and they're not so like ulti reliant. Yeah, like
5
Doom is
seconds
obviously nice, but you don't
remaining.
need it to be able to
5 seconds
fight
Dire team
necessarily
ban.
in these early stages. I still think Shadow Demon's pretty good for CDEC as well.
Interesting that they went to the Tusk ban.
James likes that hero. Good, and it's the save as well for the.
You said Shadow Demon or Shadow Shaman?
I think
10
I'd put
seconds
both, but I
remaining.
think Shadow Demon's better.
Remaining.
You go
the
with
game.
that TB.
5 seconds
Because it's good
remaining.
with you can save people in the static storm. Like it doesn't pair up massively well with Doom in lane, but like you can make your own Naga illusions as well for the minus armor.
Vici
The only thing I would say,
Gaming's
the Shadow
turn
Point
to pick.
is pretty bad against Naga in lane because she can just take it off with the mirror image. And there's the Zeus ban as well for like the anti-TB hero. I've no idea what they're going to pick here mid. Maybe like
10
they
seconds remaining.
take Lesh or like DP or something. I think they
5
need another kind of
seconds
core though
remaining.
because they're playing up against Doom.
Whoa.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
It's a little bit greedy, their lineup. We said that last game as well, and they played it really well.
Yeah,
But this is more greedy than last game.
and they have the
10
jump
seconds
available to
remaining.
go onto the sniper. Like, I feel like this is such a rough sniper game.
5 seconds remaining.
Double astral
Sure it
step,
is.
and you're right on the sniper?
I think he goes for this magic build with Ags.
Sky
You
Wrath.
may now
Skywrath.
select your heroes.
Is that about to be a
Oh.
mid?
No. I don't know how much I like it. It's okay. This game's really difficult to call because I think there's a lot of different scenarios here. Like different, I can't remember what the word is again.
I think Sky just dies to the sniper, though.
Yeah, but it works both. I mean, Sky dies to everything.
Yeah.
Like, the hero's not meant to survive. Like, you're supposed to blow somebody up and take the numbers advantage. It's okay against the Naga in lane, but I don't think it's amazing. That's really key here, though, from James. He'll probably go for this 1-4-4 build like we saw him do before. You get like 1-4-2. No, sorry, 1-4-1. And then go back for more points in silence.
I think instead of a song disruptor combo, I think it's just an instant win on.
Yeah, it is.
They don't even need that,
Especially-
actually. They just get an arena down with the static storm. Makes that fight so hard for them.
Especially like until the BKBs come out.
Yeah. So how
And
early
actually-
is Zama going to go for his? Because we just saw Eurus
Yeah.
be so greedy and go late.
Especially if Ori builds to scale with items. Like, I think they're going to really struggle in the late game on CDEC. So he might look to get BKB like straight after Manta, and they try to just force this with like 3 BKB cores or something. But it's difficult to say because I don't know. Like Doom should scale relatively well as well because he has Devour.
For battle.
Oh come on, get the Moo game going, CDEC.
My thanks will come later, when you least expect it.
But the, he's actually using the secondary dial on the ogre.
Oh nice. Actually looks pretty good. I don't think I have this one.
I think I have the second style on it.
I don't think I have the Ogre Arcana. I can't even remember.
You don't remember spending $34.99?
Nah, Gavin takes my money all the time. Why would I remember one over the other?
30 seconds to battle.
You have the Rubik Arcana?
Yeah, I mean, that's like my most played hero though. So as soon as that was coming, I was like, hell yes, I'm buying that.
Ancient Aberration Arcana needs to happen, guys. Come on, that's my most played hero. Get on it.
Who's winning? I don't know who's doing okay in the Arcana vote at the moment. I haven't really been checking.
Ancient Apparition gets voted for
The
next week.
battle begins.
I think I voted for Tree and Clock between the two of them this week. I'd quite like a Tree or a Clock Arcana. They'd be cool, but I don't think that they'll win. Like,
Fissure block. Really, double fissure block.
and they... Do you want to start up here to try and find a kill? I assume he is.
So, right?
Because, like, this wave's so far away from the Dire Tower as well, that he can actually just wrap around here and try and find something. Bishop's up in 10.
A small adjustment.
We have to be on the TB. If you can catch him using meta, that would be great.
Yeah, I think that's what they're waiting for. But, like, they know because it hasn't shown bot lane.
Yeah. He's just backing off, but that's... Still
Yeah, but Naga's also, like, by herself bot lane as well at the moment, right? So it goes both ways, like, just 2 CS. But Eurus is doing okay still.
Often gives it a...
For you.
They pulled in the bot lane. Eurus can't get there in time.
sniper taking up good damage. But so is XM. Like, under shrapnel isn't exactly the easiest lane for him.
No, sniper should do really well here.
Is he going to go
Like,
massively into the shrapnel?
I imagine he'll go... Does he go second point headshot, actually? I think he probably does, because he's against a melee hero. But shrapnel's really good as well, so it could go either. The second point in shrapnel does, like, increase damage, you know, it doubles it. He goes second in headshot. That's good.
Oh my god, he gets the headshot proc off the salve. Jesus. And he's 9-2 to 7-4, so he's having a very good time at the moment. And he's just gonna harass XM. That's what we saw from the sniper the last time. Who played it? Was it Nothing to Say?
Yes. Yeah. It's against the booster, do you remember? It was ridiculous.
I think his headshot procced every single time. It was disgusting.
I think there's another one that we've seen as well that also did really well. I can't remember who that was.
XM actually hits 4 first.
Yeah, like, he's not doing badly on XM.
No, not at all.
I just think he's going to have to spend more on regen and things. I think he's got Bottle coming out now, though, because he's had a good couple of waves. So at least he's got that going for him, like ready for 4-minute rune.
Shrapnel down, all of a sudden XM. You know, you gotta back off a little bit. Or we're going for a couple of shots, trying to get through that resonant pulse. Get the bottle. Things get a lot easier for XM from that point. As long as he can keep control.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? And I wonder which supports are going to come over. The 1k net worth advantage on Vici already, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, this team is really struggling up top. He has 6 CS in 3.5 minutes. You know, we talked about giving Arme a hero.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah, we talked about giving Arme a hero who's comfortable on. Does not seem to have made a difference so far, unfortunately.
No, he's not yet. But at the same time, yeah, James getting chased. Gonna get first blood. One more shot needed. Survives with 18 health. SRF also getting harassed. And XM again, shrapnel down. He needs one more shot. Shrapnel, assimilate. Forces the Victoria rotation already backing off, but it's not like they have Astral Step to go and get him.
He means to get the 4-minute rune as well, which spawns top. PYW takes that one.
And that's that rune control. SRF getting chased. And they've got the fissure to get the first blow, so PYW makes the jump all the way across. And James might just be next. DY has the fairy fire. Needs to stay out of the vision of James, but I don't think it's going to matter. He'll survive, and it's another kill there for Vici.
There's a reason everybody was first face planning Shaker against Vici. Like,
yeah.
It's just crazy.
So they can never use Echo Slam.
Yeah, like he's always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Play Shaker without leveling Echo. That'd be sick, actually.
I mean, PYW's really shown up to be such a good player, and that's what's been impressive with me. I think we were saying that he was kind of slacking in the group stage, but I think playoff-wise, he's looked a lot better.
Yeah, and he's just gonna got this deep ward down and snatch the bounty rune away as well. So they're gonna get all 4 on. Well, no, sorry, Ogre gets 1. He manages to nab 1 in the Radiant jungle, but this deep ward down as well is really because it spots the TB farming in this bottom triangle.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do, because TB usually tries to sneak away to the jungle. You get a couple of stacks for him. He feels a little bit better, getting himself an early item. But if you don't allow him to do that, then all of a sudden you're shutting down his game and making it much harder for him to progress. And Assassin on SRF. One more shot. PYW, does he have Fissure? He's got it available, just doesn't have the mana for it. And the priority gets canceled, so SRF survives, and James is going to turn this the other way. But they've got DUI coming in. X comes over. He's got Astral Step, Kinetic Field, and PYW a little bit too
Radiant's
far.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, nice pickup from him. Ogre's going to start heading mid here, bottle to get ready for the 6-minute rune as well. It does spawn top. They might be able to get Ori for this, actually. Shrapnel goes down, but yeah, I think they can get him here. There's an Orb of Venom.
He's very dead.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I like how much emphasis the supports that are putting on being these active runes. It's so important. It does mean though that Eurus is able to just free fire on the bot lane because everybody's just mid. Like,
this has been the good thing for Eurus. You know, he wasn't forced into taking that early song. He's come 3-0-3, and it's probably what he's trying to do at least is go to the 4-0-4. Sometimes you see a Naga Siren who gets pressured a little bit too much. They're forced to take the song point, and then, you know, then it takes them a little bit longer to just get the Born Mirror image as well as the Riptide.
Yeah, Boots come out. Yeah, he does. Okay. I like this triple wraith band on a lot of the illusion cores about at the moment. Like the Nagas and the TVs.
Sniper pit.
Yeah. It's so valuable. And you get like a 1.5 armor from each. So you, all of a sudden you have extra 4.5 armor. Like TV going drums instead after the double wraith band instead of going triple wraith, which I think is fine. I haven't tried this build yet myself. The drums look so valuable this patch. The stats are so much harder to come by now, which is why you see a lot of people like these Helm Doms and Meteor Hammers as well on different heroes, because not only are they good in their own right, but they also just keep good stats.
Is that level 7? Takes the mirror image. Goes on that 8 too. They're alright for Vici. They're gonna want to terribly though. He's snuck into the jungle and this is something you want to really pressure him on. They have the vision. They know he's there.
Yeah, but who goes?
Probably Earthshaker with the sniper if you can. It's you play the long distance game.
I don't know if it's enough though.
Radiant's middle
Like,
tower is under attack.
The sniper and the Naga
might
just
be
want
dead.
farm.
We're gonna try and double astral step for this. XM's making the way over. They have the arcane rune on James. It's quite the commitment, but not getting anything. So XM leaves the lane for a second, and well, it's not that great.
I'll be happy with the keen up to you on XM. Oh, so BM
Dire's
actually.
middle tower is under attack.
Thinking about the fissure. He continues to wave the totem around his shoulders.
I'm surprised he went for Windlace after Tranquil's on PYW. Like, it's not bad, but I thought he'd just want to rush that blink straight away and get as active as possible early on. And they're giving DY the experienced bot lane while Naga farms up the jungle now, same as TV's doing.
Yeah, the quicker you can get into that static storm, the better. Especially against this TB. You get that static storm deck, start the fight like that. Vision comes in. Like, again, they have vision on this still, but I guess they can't do anything with it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, like who this is what I mean. Like, who goes? Yeah, I can see him, but it doesn't matter.
Yo, top. At least there's that. Yang gets the kill into Victoria. They're still trying to take this tier 1 tower.
Radiant's
Yeah, I don't
bottom
mind.
tower is under
It's a pretty
attack.
slow game, so like any kill you can get with your spells is gonna be worth it.
Dire's top tower
Even-
is under
It's
attack.
just Yoga. Okay. DY really needs this XP down here. He's so scared about going in case he like
Radiant's
stove or
bottom
something.
tower is under attack.
But he just leeching the XP from the trees, which is really nice.
He just beat away because they dove the tier 1 tower. And now he's got Yang by his side. If SRF goes for this, like, why not just put a kinetic field around him right now? That's very late. I'm a little bit shocked on that. There's now Scorched Earth. That means he's able to come over. Static Storm, he just hit 6. So he'll use that glimpse back. And he's 40 here. SRF's not dead. The Sunder!
Oh my god, mate!
Is TV gonna become the target? Yeah, he is. PYW's dead at XM though. They get this kill up towards top, and somehow that works out for CDEC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how that Dibs managed to live there. That was pretty nuts. And then now they see the team really low in the jungle, and they're like, guys, go and gank him. And they're like, who's gonna go?
Assassinate. It's up. Just throw it. Walk up and assassinate. Oh, now he's got the salve. It's over.
And stacking the H camp.
Attacking it for the Naga, who is level 9, so holding the skill point so far. XM tries to throw the Aether Remnant down, holding a potential for the song.
I think that's the Yasha finished on the Naga, right?
Could be, yeah.
I'd like to see if she goes Diffuse or Manta next. Like, Manta's been the standard for this tournament. but I actually wouldn't mind the defusal either. Like, it's a really good defusal game.
Ame actually has such Widow Farm.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how behind he is.
It's not good, is it?
No, and there's
They're
the
getting a top here.
song.
Static.
Dire's top tower.
Have the Static Storm, but the rotation's already out. They need to try and get this kill. They'll have themselves a concussive shot. Can they finish off the Void Sphere? Yes, they can. The Assassinate comes in as his dead body's in the floor. They have the glimpse onto the Skywrath phase. The Silence comes in under this Disruptor, but it's not going to matter. A double kill there for Eurus. So an easy 1-2 punch for the side of Vici.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's 200 gold ahead of 2,000 gold ahead of the TV, and they're going to get the tower as well.
Dire's
Like,
top
this is
tower
insanely good.
fallen.
And he is going to go Manta first. As I said, the Manta's really good against the Silence from the sky as well. So kind of that's what we expect.
Doom? It's okay.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tower's going to go down though. Now all of a sudden top tier one's gone, mid tier one's gone, and they've just opened up the whole map and have a 4K advantage.
Just under the range of the Sentry. However, they are keeping vision. Sentry down once again. There's the glimpse as well as the spear on the Fissure.
Earth splinters at my touch.
All right.
Dire's top tower is
Kinda
under attack.
Forgot you can place the Fissure and it acts as that wall.
I'm pretty sure that's a little bit buggy, and there's places on the Fissure that you go through with the spear. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it's like the Roche Pit wall, from what I remember. TV did take the bot tier 1 in the meantime, though. But yeah, they're losing more and more of the map. Like, all of a sudden, this Naga is so farmed, actually. Like, and this Manta's going to help her farm speed massively.
And then on top of that, Yang's almost got blinked. But how many games are we going to see Yang allowed to play this Mars? He's so good at this hero.
But again, it came down to the thing that, like, they banned Mirana, right? So they're like, well, you can let us have Phoenix, or you can let us have Mars. Like, pick your poison. Because if you let us have Phoenix, you're not going to have the Mirana as their, like, answer.
The Phoenix is PYWs anyway. Getting this Mars up is...
What I'm saying is, like, if you give them Phoenix is like one of the strongest heroes of the patch still, right?
Yeah.
And like the way a lot of people see it is that the Mirana does so well against Phoenix because you can just leap and kill the egg quickly with the attack speed for the gift. So like, if you ban out the Mirana, you're saying like, if you let us have Phoenix, it's going to be a really hard game for you.
Killed on SRF. Up towards top. Get a kill on Yang. And they'll lose SRF, so a trade in off laners. But another kill there for Eurus as he's going into the defusal next.
Yeah, not going to be a shock to anybody, I don't think, that defusal.
MKB for Ori too.
They need this axe on the Void Spirit though, that's the big one. Like, I don't think they can kill the Naga until they do. Maybe unless you get a Doom off, but it's really difficult because of the mirror images and things. I think PYW is the big one now for Vici. It'll be up really soon.
They have the blink for Yang in just a second. He's going to get the creep wave with a spear and God's Rebuke, and then up the blink.
Dire are
They're allowed to have double blinker. I think if they fire the Doom at the start of the fight, or the Sky, maybe the Void Spirit. I think the Doom and the Void Spirit are the two big ones because they control a lot of the fight. Ori, they do. Ori's just gone.
Yeah. It's the second time he's been caught out. He's 0-2-2. He hasn't exactly had the biggest impact. He buys out on the MKB recipe. Granted, that only cost 3 gold.
Oh, he's saying MKB second item. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he might go for something a little bit less greedy. Like, even if he goes Dragon Lance or something, just for some early stats. Because like you have so many eggs in the Naga basket already. But you know, why do they feel like they have to have another carry? This is why I thought he might go for the Axe build.
I would have appreciated the eggs too, because you won't have that stun. You want to have that constantly up, and I think sniper hitting from a distance and allowing the Naga Siren to continue to go in, especially with the Mars who's got the arena, really could be beneficial. They'll kill the Skywrath. They've got the assassinate event is in, and he stopped it for a second. There it is.
I love the headshot sound and animation. It's so satisfying.
And well, they're gonna chase.
Radiant
Forward, PYW and DY the stun on the Earthshaker. Astral Snap, PYW. He's got Echo Slam, but nobody's here with them. So they get both supports. And I feel like they're taking up numbers for no reason.
They wanted to hold the high ground and then try and find the TB in the jungle, farming ancients and things, but they just end up giving their lives up. And now the Void Spirit's doing really well. Like, he has the Sags. So all of a sudden, they can start thinking about running at the Naga and trying to catch her off. But it's still a really difficult kill because she has the Manta. So, like, if she purges off the sides quickly enough and then goes for the quick song, then it's, you know, they're still not going to find her.
Stone, that'll be good into the Disruptor as he picks it up immediately now that a Fusel Blade is finished for the Naga Siren, and going Scotty next. Meanwhile, though, Sanjay for TV's finished.
Okay, it's good. I mean, it doesn't help him massively this game, but it just gives him that raw HP that he needs. I thought he might end up going BKB, but if he goes S and Y attack instead, I don't mind it too much. I don't think he'd consider going Halberd this game. Doesn't sound great. He actually went movement speed as well.
Fisher, Blink, and the Spear. They get the silence off the Mars, but the Static Storm is there. Blink with the Echo Slam, so they kill off XM. They find themselves James. A quick 1-2 there for Vici. And DY gonna TP back to help out Ori potentially, because they could get a glimpse here. And it actually just sends them right on back. A level 4 glimpse could have been really problematic for Ame. And now Victoria. Spear hits, and they're onto the Ogre Magi. Got the Freak as well as the Fissure. They'll lock him down continually to finish him off.
DY's dying. Solution, by the way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay.
Radiant's
I've never seen anything more DY
attack.
ever. Like,
Guys, someone take out this illusion, please. Or he's
like
there
screaming
on the
at
bottom.
him.
Literally has the most range to help him out.
Did he just not have glimpse up the illusion? I guess he did just use it. It must have been just getting off cooldown.
Fissure? And not similar, just in time, but still.
Get the dude?
Alright, he's dead. This is not good.
My Sky takes this kill. Oh my god.
Ori! But he might die for this. They're so fast. Good. Fissure, beautiful from QIW.
Radiant's top tower is under
Dude, it doesn't matter if he dies, that's the style points anyway.
Wow.
Insane, actually. Oh, doing so much gold as well because it's top of net
Radiant's
worth.
top tower has fallen.
Like
Lord.
that right on back.
Lordy Lord. And TP's actually catching back up in terms of net worth now. Like in comparison to a few minutes ago. Like, he's doing pretty well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I like that now he's going for the Skadi though. He should just need raw HP and stats now. What did you say, sorry?
I like that Yang's going halberd.
No. Very, very good.
are scanning.
Like, TP's the only source of damage, so...
Yeah. So if he can't do any damage, then you need to worry.
When I say damage, I mean physical damage, but...
I say damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under
damage.
attack.
Glimpse, dissimulate, easily getting away. Ogre will try to TP out, but Fissure don't think they had the range. Fan brace. Wonder if he swaps for that.
I assume he does, yeah. And they'll give the imp claw to the sniper.
This will come in.
It's taking him a while to get to this MKB. I'm a little surprised that he's gotten Blitz Knuckles in the backpack.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. I was going to bring that up. Like 35 attack speed, quite a lot, but I think he's worried more about dying, so he wants the stats. Like,
Dire are scanning.
just finishing that now, though.
Roche.
A couple of 100 gold, or 500 gold or so off.
They got the scan.
top tower
Can they
is under
react to this?
attack.
Do they have a smoke? They do in the Skywrath.
They're pretty good at taking this Roche though, because they have the song as well. If they feel like they're ever in trouble, they can pop the song, finish Roche, then take the fight.
They just need to.
They're gonna come over too late.
They need to be careful though. They get a Astral Step in as well as a silence to not get the song on.
They're coming too late though.
Yeah, just a touch too late. If he gets him pop by SRF, they get the arena down, but it's not gonna matter. Now the dude is out on the sniper, the song, and SRF just able to continue to wail on Ori, so they get the kill on the sniper. They're gonna try and back away on this, but he's going up out of the high ground right next to the TV. I don't know if this is where you want to be. Sans comes in from the Resident Pulse, and they're doing a lot of damage on the Eurus. They're gonna take away his first fight. I don't think this is the fight that Vici want to take. They go up to the TV. He's doing the static storm. Can they get the kill? Oh, Thunder's right at the end. Mystic Flare is down. Vici. They have thrown this away. I don't understand why Naga goes to the high ground where everybody is for CDC.
Thought she was gonna song and just TP away.
Yeah, and she walks next to the TV like, kill me twice.
Radiant's middle
I mean, to be fair, if they had killed the TB, that would have been really good.
Radiant
I mean, not a good
structures
fight for them
are
overall
fortified.
because they lost the Aegis as well. But
Ori's gone immediately, like, and he bought back. Like, he bought back for nothing.
oh, what? Now he's so far off
Radiant's
MKB.
middle tower has
And he feels
fallen.
like
He's been working on this forever.
yeah, it feels like he's been trying to build MKB for like 10 minutes.
I don't want to say that that's the turn,
Radiant's
but
middle tower is under attack.
That's a really like
That's-
game-losing fight.
yeah. Are you?
If
I
they
don't know
do-
why you're not TPing out on that.
If they do lose this game, we'll come back and look at that fight and be like, what just happened?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And now all of a sudden, like, Naga's the only real core on this Radiant side for Vici.
As much as Yang's playing this Mars really well, like, not a lot of net worth. He's just keeping up with the offlaner, and Ori's so like he has nothing. He's literally popped back for no reason.
I mean, he thought he could get back to the fighting time, but he's playing sniper and he's got 330 movement speed.
In what world are you thinking you get back in this?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't understand.
Void
I don't like that he's. I mean, he's been trying for this MKB forever, but what is this MKB providing for you now?
The thing I don't like about it is that it's the sniper knowing that they have jump.
Oh, yeah. Going to James.
But again, like, this game's still pretty slow tempo, so I'm going to go back to the point that if they get a kill with an arena and ults and things, it's always worth it.
Yeah. Disruptor would love this Ags. So far away. Oh, no. I got overexcited really quick from the Terrorblade. I saw just the point booster left. I was like, is he? Is he going for Ags? Just because I came off DY for a second. I was like, oh, God. Can't believe it.
I mean, his Scardy's going to be really good. Look, him and the Naga both need it now, because they need the raw HP.
Ori at this point is just a creep. I truthfully think he's just a creep at this point.
He's a midget creep.
I fail to see how he has impact with just Mask of Madness Javelin at the moment.
I really hate his hero portrait on Ori as well, because that gun just takes up the whole thing and it looks ridiculous.
I think though, if you kill the TB, like if you I think you just have to focus the TB if you're CDC. All right, if you're Vici.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah,
is
you
under
do,
attack.
but he has 2,500 HP now.
Dire's structures
Yeah.
are fortified.
I feel bad for TV that he hasn't actually found a decent neutral item though. Like, he's got Imp Claw in the base, but he actually
Radiant
wants to
are
keep the
scanning.
approach over the Imp Claw. Interesting. I mean, the move speed isn't bad, but
What a bounty!
you know.
And there's so much time without this Roche now. Like, another chance. Just finally they get this MKB on Ori, but what is this providing? I would say you probably want to go Ags at this point, but he's going into the BKB.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going for the axe because he's not going for magical build or anything. Like, they just want
Just
two
have that
plus
Ags. Having that assassinate where you have that stun, if you just hit
Yeah,
the TB, that little split second would have been enough. Like, if he had gone that Ags.
And course going into the lake, like that's their game plan. They don't care if this game goes late as long as they have sniper and Naga.
But where does Ori farm?
I don't know. Can't answer all your questions.
Mama. No, but I truthfully don't know where he's gonna farm. If Naga's gonna take over the entire map, continue to farm,
Radiant's
now has the
bottom
Scotty
tower
going into the
is under
butterfly, like,
attack.
I don't know where he farms. And And now you're getting BKBs out on these CDC heroes, and we saw just the BKB on Doom, how much that was able to accomplish. They hit the fissure, they've got the spear. If they kill the Doom, that would be great. Aether Remnant and the damage, so they will get the kill on SRF. They also have themselves the glimpse on a James. So with the defusal, they'll slow him down, and they'll take a double Eurus with a 1-2 punch right there. Very well done getting those two.
I think there should be like a tower top. Yeah, they've pinged up top. I think if they can take this top tier 2, this would be great.
Get the outpost.
TV Illusion's already going to start pushing the lane in.
This will come in handy.
Yang, just a spear, got the rebuke, cleans it up. Pure Glimmer Cape.
It just wasn't quick enough though. Like they just decided to farm instead. I don't know. And this Naga's going up real soon, right? And then TB's not going MKB yet. He's going BKB. So this Naga's quite scary. Like when she gets that butterfly online. I understand why TB's going BKB because this Disruptor's going. They've got Sleep Static Storm, right? So he needs the BKB online. But this Disruptor's actually getting closer and closer towards the Axe. Like DY doesn't normally get a huge amount of farm priority, but with this Philosopher's Stone, he can legitimately get there at some point.
And they really want him to get the gold. So if they can give him any sort of farm priority that they can, more than just the Philosopher's Stone, that would feel pretty great. And now Earthshaker's actually got Spider Legs, which is good for him. If he has this mobility, he can get into the position to blink and throw down an ecosystem. I think that's perfect for him.
I really hope Naga doesn't give away the fact that she's got Butterfly either. Like, I don't want her to show in any lanes where she's got any of the components.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything just yet. And then Ori, he's going into the BKB, so see what that does for him.
Radiant's middle
This
tower
Doom has
is
51
under
HP
attack.
regen now with Devour active because he has the repair kit. No.
Jesus.
This game's really close though.
Dire's
Like
top
after that
tower
mid fight
is
where they
under
caught the Doom
attack.
before. Like what's the net worth difference? It's pretty much 0. Yeah, like
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
Tier 2 bottom.
tower has fallen.
But they're going to end up trading, and they're looking at the outpost right at the 30-minute mark.
Dire's top tower
gonna grab
is
it.
under attack.
So DY would like to grab that top outpost. There we go.
only 1,400 off the Axe. He's getting there.
So the CDC.
Yeah, this Doom has just picked up. Oh no, he didn't pick up anything. He's saying
Dire's
Sheepish,
top
right? Okay, I
tower
thought he
is
had
under
the armor
attack.
item, but he doesn't have it yet.
Under attack.
I want to show off these BKBs. And Butterfly next for TB, so he's not even going to have the MKB. And they already have an MKB on Sniper. Farm.
Yeah, I don't think he's the one that the TV's worried about. Like Naga's not really an MKB builder either. Like she tends to go Bloodthorn. It's the answer to the evasion heroes. Because it just works on all of her illusions as well, where the MKB doesn't.
Destruction.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Are they giving it to Void Spirit? TV's keeping the Mindbreaker.
Gonna smoke?
Actually not taking.
Bought the quarterstaff. Bit more gold here.
Yeah, that's fine though, because
You would be in trouble. And they've got the sentry scored down, and he's just gonna die. That's big.
we really need to finish farming this butterfly though before the next fight. Like Naga's really close.
Radiant's
She's only
middle
about
tower is
$500
under
away or
attack.
so. They can let this tier 2 go, like it doesn't really matter. But
I'm not actually gonna pressure it. They can kill the Void Spirit, that would feel great.
I mean, they see the Void Spirit here, so they might look to make a play on the top side. I think the Doom. Yeah, they have to get out.
He doesn't have a TP.
Like, imagine if they can force a Doom BKB here or something. This would be massive.
Yeah, but if you want to take this creep wave, don't you?
That's
You
the
want
finished
this
butterfly.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So I imagine he's going to go back for MKB now on Terrorblade instead when he sees.
And he's going for the Basher. for Eurus. Full damage could be big too. Someone's gonna bottle it. And then
So
you
gotta
have...
give it to the TV.
Well, I was thinking you can give the bottle over to the TV, and then yeah, maybe you got a bottle now.
Yeah, and TV's going MKB now.
Like, Ori's item progression is just very slow, and compared to the 3 cores of CDEC, like, they're just not keeping up that well. Especially with Ori, I think he's just falling further and further behind, because he's not, I don't think he can be confident moving around the map that much as Sniper against this lineup.
He almost has the BKB though. Like, he is a threat still, even though he's not massively farmed. Because he hurts. Like, he hits hard. Sometimes. When he puts
They're in the Roche with the double damage. Vici, they're gonna try and make a move here. As soon as start the TY time.
Oh, this could be awful. Like, if CDEC get caught by this,
They don't know he has the Ags.
God.
So Song, that started. It's on the TV. So they keep the Static Storm on him, and he's not going to get the BKB off. And now he's so much laser hits. Looking to kill here on Ame. He's already killed off, and now they're looking towards the back. And they've got the Doom on Ori, but well, if you lose the Sniper, it's not the biggest deal. You already lost the TV, but TV buys back immediately. They get the kill on Ori as well as DY. Do you back out of this?
Okay, so they lose the TV.
Used everything.
Invisibility.
Okay, they lose the TV,
for
but
CDC.
get the Aegis on him, right?
Yeah.
Assume the Aegis now because, like, you don't want to take the cheese up against this Disruptor Act.
No.
But now it means that, like, they have this small window on beat, you know. Are they going to go in again?
Radiant's
Give me
bottom
pop
tower
BKB
is
in
under
the
attack.
pit. Just to make sure he wasn't going to play.
And he's going straight Divine Rapier, but if you
know
win the
what?
game under this Aegis, terribly Divine Rapier, I think, is such a scary prospect.
Actually.
I don't know. No Satanic Divine Rapier, you just get hit with a song like that again in Static Storm, you're done.
Satanic doesn't save you from that either, though. You might as well, like, play to win.
Yeah.
I like that Armage just instantly brought back, though. He understands that without the combo, like, they can't just come back in, though, on Vici.
He actually had to. There's nothing else you can do. If you let that go, I think your chances slip so far. But they still don't have the, you know... Still don't have what they need here on CDC, I think. But he's got the Demon Edge. How quickly will he get to this Divine Rapier?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He can always go in for MKB instead, though, if he wants to. There's another DD. Oh, Yang just saving the game. Like,
Yeah.
this Stark is killing the TV, though. Like, the Illusion's taking away half his HP. Because he has no...
Echo Swipe. Yeah, they're gonna find the TV. And he dies for the first time. They take out his life, they lose PYW, the BKB's been popped by Yang, so now they've got themselves the arena. He misses the spear! Song, though, comes in.
Have they got the static?
DY? He's doing some static on the Void Spirit! Not the TV! TV's gonna just start hitting away, now he's been disarmed, but they go for the Nagasari, and Nagasari's not gonna live through this! That's not fine! How do you go after not the TV? He doesn't have buyback, he took it the first life! He's gonna buy back immediately, now they're gonna go turn this around! Yeah, going the other way, blink forward from PYW, doesn't land the future, but the assassin comes in, SRF! Now can get out freely, and the buyback's being used by Eurus!
Tis mine.
I think they thought that they could kill the TB straight away afterwards, and they didn't respect the TB's damage. But it took them, like, Naga was going to die as quickly as she did, but the TB just turned around and absolutely melted her. Like,
Yeah, that's...
but the problem is if you don't go on the Void Spirit, then he's so difficult to kill. But I think you can just ignore him.
Yeah, I think you take out all the damage once you kill the TB.
Oh. Maybe the
don't know
Disruptor
about
didn't see him,
that.
like, I don't know, but because it was nighttime, right?
But you
think-
no, you knew. You had the arena. You knew he was right there, coming back alive.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
He doesn't get it when they have vision.
But I will
TB
say now
switches
that
to
there's no
MKB.
buyback. There's no buyback on the TP, and they have no Aegis. So all they have to do is hit him with one more combo, where he
But at the
dies.
same time, the same thing could be said for Eurus.
Yeah, of course. But it's like I feel like it's easier for Vici to make the play, I guess there's a Doom, though, on the other side.
They're gonna smoke. If they find the TB, that's massive. James is gonna break the smoke.
Oh my
And he's got
God.
an invis. Sekko's perfect for them.
And they're holding the high ground here.
Yeah, you need to be careful. And if they put a ward, they're gonna get the vision. MKB is now picked up. So you thought you ripped through Eurus easily before. It just got even easier.
Maybe DY forgot that he had a Aegis. And he was like, yes, guys, we got the TB, now I'm catching the Void Spirit. Oh. Why is TB alive, guys?
If Sniper can get this Mjolnir, like,
Dire's middle tower
Yes.
is under attack.
Like,
that's... Oh, he's got the Hyperstone. Like, he's gonna be hitting pretty hard. He just has to find the proper positioning.
they need to catch the Doom. He's the biggest, because he's the one that's actually destroying Sniper's game. SRF's getting on top of him every single time. Like with this Blink Shiva's BKB. Shadowblade as well. Like SRF's really fast and he has ways of getting on top of the Sniper. Like so many different ways.
They're coming smoked. They're gonna try for this. This is tough. We're not at this. DUI. Ooh, DUI. I don't think
This is the best place to be, though.
I can't believe this is in the pit, and nobody's gonna look here. I don't think anybody
Dire's
looks
middle
here.
tower is under attack.
That's our rat. Cool. He gets spotted. Yeah,
They're waiting
got
for the TV to show.
This is so well done by CDEC. And they're gonna come to the Doom, and I think that's okay. Now that
The TV's running.
song.
I think he died
Medic
anyway.
field.
Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah. He's gone. He's gone. He's got 5 back, but Eurus. Oh, he's right in. Inferno Blade. This game's over. He's dead.
Yeah. I think you're right. And there's a. Oh, look, guess what spot? Rune.
Again, that's the 4th out of like
That's like-
the last 5.
It feels like for like the last 10 minutes, like even longer, we've had like DD something, DD something, DD something, DD. Like. Because you can't get the same one twice in a row. I'm pretty sure it's still a thing. But now TV's just going to end the game.
Yeah.
I think
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
tried
under
to use the
attack.
song to disengage from Doom, but like, it's
Radiant's
not
middle
enough.
tower is falling.
They have Glyph on the Radiant side. I think they have to save it for tier 4s.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
attack.
don't think you can afford to use it on the tier 3 here.
structures are
Such a
fortified.
duration on the
Okay.
meta, though.
They get the wave though, which is nice. But by the time like the backdoor kicks in, the next wave will be there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This is a
They go for the
huge
disruptor,
kill.
they'll get the kill. He's got 5 back, but they've already jumped in. He buys back Echo Slam. Is he gonna be up? No. BKBs. And now
the
you just lose
silence.
PYW. All the BKBs come out. I think that holds the racks. BKB's been popping in, but he doesn't get anybody with the arena. He'll pop himself a kill and a victory, but is that worth it? Static Storm as well as the Spear that locks down the Bullet Spirit. Look at the gun to DY once again. He's up for 74 seconds without buyback now, or he now needs to get back. He starts the turn. He looks over at SRF. The right clicks come in, but it's not enough. They'll hold the racks, but
I
it's
can't
not good.
believe they've managed to defend that, like without their Naga at all. But they threw away buybacks and all sorts, but like I've actually would have preferred to have seen them just let one set of racks go and then like play around the fight so that everybody's up together. They need to time the spear.
They got the kill on James, but now the June comes in on Ori, and just dead. Can you get the kill on SRF before he falls? He's doing a lot of damage here. They get the kill on XM, they'll take out the Void Spirit, and they're just gonna go for the deny. He's got 5 back.
Almighty money.
Oh, I thought he used buyback before. Oh, he didn't. Okay. I'm a liar. I'm a liar, actually.
Yours has 2 minutes till buybacks available, but Roche could be very soon. Jacko. Here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's not tanky.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
goes
tower
for the
has
Shaco.
fallen.
4,300 health. Need a little bit more survivability.
And because she doesn't need all the mana like that she has, right? She's almost finished Abyssal actually. Well,
Yeah. About 800 gold. The Roche. It's actually a long one. That's really good for Vici, but I think TB's buyback, yeah, is available. So they're playing. Oh man. Magic Plan? Eurus still needs another minute. And Roche is up in a
Dire's
minute
bottom
that time.
tower
So they'll
is
have
under attack.
buybacks available. And he bought out. Buyback's not even gonna matter.
I think he has to. Like he's the when you play this like I don't know when one hero's getting doomed every fight, like you need the other one to be doing as much damage as possible. I think Void Spirit has Blink Dagger according to Chinese caster. That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's gap,
That's
but
actually-
don't wanna worry.
That's actually the first useful caster ping I've ever seen because I didn't see that. And TB gets an illusion escape.
Yeah, both of them did. Both the Naga and
Oh, they
the,
both did. Ah, okay. At least it's a fair game then. You know what? Because if one of them had got the illusion escape and the other one didn't, it's like a massive deal. But does T go butterfly now? What's the play for him? He has 6k gold.
Oh my god, refresher for SRF. Oh, farmed.
Devour bonus gold.
Yeah.
He took the Doom 30 Doom DBS as well, so they're gonna hurt.
Metamorphosis range too. This is really good positioning from Dire. They're gonna blink in. They've already got the Doom onto this Disruptor. And they'll go to the Song, but there's the Doom again.
Oh my god.
SRF just comes in and cleans house. They're gonna lose this Tiger Siren who bought out into the Abyssal Blade, so now he's dead with no buyback. He bought out on that, and they just get caught one more time. Yang TP's out. 77 seconds they now have to hold. Maybe they get one more chance if they go after Roche, but that's still gonna be a
Surely
quick
they
one.
don't go Roche.
They're pinging him.
Can't you just end the game? Maybe they don't know that Naga doesn't have buyback though, right? Because the timer's expired, so they're gonna play it safe and go for the Roche instead. But
Which puts
maybe they can
Metamorphosis
still
on cooldown, but they've got Refresher, so I think you're still okay.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality.
Aegis for XM.
they're just popping dust and everything just so they can get inventory slots.
They have
The
Refresher
disco
for
and the Roche
Doom.
bit. Oh, so he could if
So-
5 breaks out, he can now have 3 Dooms, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. But I think it also gives time for the Nagasar to come back. There's the butterfly for TB.
Yeah, I like the butterfly. Naga doesn't have any way of placing evasion, so
Now Ori, he's got Mjolnir, but the high ground defense still isn't amazing. Like, just the fact that they could jump on the sniper, like, the sniper hasn't felt effective all game, and maybe he does here, but you're still dealing against a blink double astral step void spirit with an Aegis who doesn't care about his first life.
yeah. And the it stuns for 2.5 second talent is crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
So Ori needs to be as far back as possible.
He needs to be like in the next game along,
Yeah.
and he needs to like come in from the side of the map to the fight.
It is mine.
I think it's still defend, obviously, but it's got to be perfect, and I think it's very difficult because of the fact that, I mean, it looks as though CDC are waiting for the triple.
Yeah, they might as well.
Yeah.
Where's the-
Triple Doom, meta on cooldown for 10 more seconds, why not?
And if he wasn't sneaky enough onto with Blink, like and the Shadow Blade he had,
Radiant's top tower
he's got
is under
Ninja Gear
attack.
as well. I see he's being smoked every time there's a fight, like to find his entrance. So like we talked about, he's the one they need to kill really, so that they can actually get their damage off. Like I think at this point you need to Static Storm the Doom, because otherwise he's just gonna
Radiant's
completely
top
ruin the
tower
fight.
is under
Like,
attack.
He's almost over 25 as well, so he gets the extra Inferno Blade damage. Unless he wants to be a madman and go for Cleave, which, you know, that sounds fun.
Hex on the Skyra. Yeah, on disc for the TB. Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess the only way he dies is the combo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I could just see the Aeon disc being popped like really cheaply though. Like by like this pop damage. I mean,
They're down Spear, but it's only down to the Ogre Magi. They'll get the kill very quickly, but there's the immediately powered by SRF. They'll get the zoom out onto this Earthshaker, and they look over at DY. DY low, DY dead. Down goes PYW. They don't have buyback on the Disruptor. They'll find themselves over. He's muted, doomed. SRF getting low, not killed. They'll take out Yang. They'll buy back on the Earthshaker as well as this Mars.
Got the song here. They want to pop this and re-enter. Okay, Echo Slap.
Echo, damage out onto James. They'll get the kill on the Skywrath. Now they look over at this Terror Blade. There's the Abyssal Blade. They get the kill on the Earthshaker. Now the song. But what else do you have? It's going to be tough. They need to go in and find something, but the Aeon Disc gets popped. So Ekdom comes over, gets the silence with the Resonant Pulse. They missed the Spear. Static Storm down onto the Void Spirit, but very tanky for the Void Spirit to just survive this and walk away. As they step out of the high ground, and he's got the Aegis, so he can keep his life back down with the Boom Dagger. 8 for Yang in trouble with the Dissimulate Stun. They'll get the kill for 2 minutes, as well as losing the Disruptor. They'll Sunder on the TB. They will not lose the TB. They will not lose this game, it seems. I mean, Yang and the rest of Vici, they had plenty of opportunities to finish, and it just seems like it goes back to that fight over mid, where they had the TB by himself, and they're going to call GG. They had this game, and poor decision-making from Vici cost them it.
Yeah, that was... This Cypher just wasn't a hero, like all game. He's 4 fine. I still would have really liked to have seen them pick some kind of tempo hero, and like, try and play off that instead.
No.
I think Ori looks so much better when he plays.
Invisibility.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So many selves.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Myself right.
Radiant team ban.
Let's go.
I mean, a Pain ban, Viper ban, Vici. That last game, man, I really thought it was one that they could have taken advantage of. I think it's a little bit of miscommunication that came from Vici's end, but at the same
10
time, like
seconds
CDC,
remaining.
that's not to discredit the fact that they had to come all the way back and win that game.
5
Like,
seconds
it wasn't
remaining.
just handed to them. They still had to go and take it.
I need to talk about this quickly because there's Phoenix, Mars, and Avenger left in the pool. So CDEC, they're like, okay, well, which one do we want? Because if they ban any of those three here on CDEC, Vici will let both
Vici
of them through.
Gaming's turn to ban.
I
There's the
think they banned
Phoenix.
Avenge on.
Radiant team pick.
Actually,
Radiant
yeah, okay.
Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
There's the Mars. This time for CDC. So SRF will be on Mars. And Vici does. So that leaves.
Radiant team
What was the third
pick.
one?
Radiant
Okay. UIW back on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker all 3 games.
Vici Gaming's turn to
Yeah, I don't mind that though.
Ooh.
There's the Rubik though. Nice.
Radiant
I'm so
team
excited for that.
Boy, and then into the TB. So Vici, they want to go straight for the TB this time. It's not always that easy with Rubik Mars though.
Yeah, it's a bit harder, isn't it? But
Yeah.
again, it's the same thing that they get to pick their core in the first place.
Vici
I'm
Gaming's
surprised his
turn
TV didn't
to
get picked
ban.
earlier by
Team
CDEC.
ban.
I thought they were going to pick it as their second overall. But not today. So we get to see Yang on a different hero though. The other
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Question is-
seconds remaining.
What does he end up on? Because we've seen him be impressive on things other than Mars. Like, he played Sardar the other day that I thought was really impressive. If he goes back to that.
his master as well are both pretty good.
Vici
And his
Gaming's
Legion is
turn
good.
to ban.
Yeah.
Turn to
Oracle ban.
Yeah,
I think
get that.
DY so unbelievably well in the first game with the TV
Yeah.
that it's not worth playing against again. I think Shadow Demon's now still the other one for Vici they could play.
10
That gives them that hard
seconds
save.
remaining.
It depends, like
5 seconds
they
remaining.
feel like they need something stronger in lane, like the Ogre's still in the pool if either team wants to go for it, the Bane's still in the pool as well.
Radiant team ban.
Bane wouldn't be that bad of a pick. That single target, have a little bit of control. Laning's not always that easy, but with brains
10
up.
seconds remaining.
What's Terrablade's win rate in this competition?
5
Was
seconds
Up
remaining.
there, I believe, like 60 something percent. But I'll get a full look in
Vici
a second.
Gaming's turn to ban.
Uh, 55, 50, 18. He's won
Okay.
both games in this series. Lost
10
against
seconds
IG
remaining.
earlier
10
today,
seconds.
and then so has won
5
4
seconds
of the last
remaining.
5.
I feel like it always does well though, like no matter what. It's just such a good hero right now. There's the Bane ban as well. Is there another? Which other core do they want to take out here? Ember. What else does Army like? Expect they might even just take the Zoot out actually as well, or like Puck or something. Because XM like the Puck as well.
Yeah. I don't think I mind the Zoot as much.
Vici Gaming's
Is XM playing
turn to
Vodka?
pick.
Oh, that's the other. Okay, I forgot about Void.
They've got decent control right now on CDC. Telekinesis
Yeah.
with the spear. All you got from Vici right now is Fissure. You're gonna need a little bit more control than that.
Types from both teams are the one that I'm really looking at now. Like,
Go
wondering what they
Shadow
want.
Demon, and there's that combo again.
It's okay. Like their support goes a little bit greedy. Is my only worry. They need to make sure they do strong cores here to finish up the lineup on Vici.
10 seconds remaining.
Rubik Mars.
5 seconds remaining.
Speaking of like Victoria here, is Clock's still in the pool if they want to go for that.
Vici
know.
Gaming's turn.
Victoria's been enjoying playing that.
Radiant
That's
team pick.
interesting.
Which Spirit though.
Literally reduces the TB's damage up on the target massively.
Radiant team
Is it like
back.
is it 50% or 60%?
I think it's 60 last level, because I think it's 30, 40, 50, 60.
Double check, just in, I don't want to be giving false info out, you know.
Phantom Lancer gets picked up. I know chat's gonna be like, oh, Phantom Lancer up in you know, picked into the Earthshaker. But
10 seconds remaining.
These,
Vici Gaming's
like you said,
turn
pro
to
Phantom
ban.
Lancer players usually know how to navigate around an Earthshaker on the other.
You make illusions, you snow out the shaker to constantly counter this blue to change his mana. And they give Arme a hero that he
Radiant
likes as well.
team back.
Because if they don't pick Arme's hero there, then it's they're all getting banned. And I love this Underlord ban. It would have made their game so difficult, like the PS especially.
Really suck.
10 seconds remaining.
It's in that situation.
You could pick like Necro or something.
5 seconds
Vici.
remaining.
Or maybe like Legion's okay as well.
Yeah, I like Yang on the Legion. I just don't know if it's gonna be great in this situation.
Axe, potentially. I don't know. But so what does she do? She don't need a mid laner, you would assume. What? DK's still in the pool if they want to go for that. Give some a point-click stun, which is nice, but they need some more bursts for the TV, I think.
Radiant team pick.
TA's in the game. Action.
You need magical bursts, though. He has such high armor to work with. Like, they don't have any magic damage at the moment, not really.
So go to the Lina.
Lena's like the go-to. Maybe like SF or something. SF sounds fun.
10 seconds
Yet to
remaining.
be picked.
It's really good against
5
Void.
seconds
Well, it's not really
remaining.
good against
5
Void Spirit in lane.
seconds remaining.
Okay. I want to see something different, you know? They might just go back to the Zeus again, to be honest. But I don't know how much I like it versus Void Spirit. I feel like it's the similar scenario to the Sniper last game.
Vici Gaming's
Things to
turn
work with, and we'll go to the TA.
I don't like it, though. It does really well against Void Spirit in lane, main thing. I worry about their potential dealing with this TV now. I think they have to play like a really quick game. We might see Arme for an earlier
10
defusal than
seconds
normal.
remaining.
Like first item, I think, before like even Yasha.
Yeah.
5 seconds
And they try
remaining.
play around this TA timing. Because like Lich enables them so much more against the TV. Like it's just you could even, I talked about this before, they could even go for something like the Abaddon if they really want and try and like just keep this TB alive. If they feel like it's a good game for her. I know it's a bit weird, but I actually like Omni Knight as well, but it's really bad against Rubik.
I just think about. I think about the TA trying to jump in and just immediately the disruptions on defensively. Like
Harder though as well.
that's what I was saying about Yang. You played that earlier. That might not be bad. Get the cross Haze out there.
You could pick Doom as well.
Yeah.
Sand King.
We're always open.
Oh, it's Rubik. 3 Burrow Strikes.
I feel like they make. You can't go Legion and just get destroyed.
Mirana. You may now select
So,
your heroes.
off lane Earthshaker?
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. I don't really like it, but okay. And it does okay against Skelly Lane. I don't know why they picked the Miranda though. Like, I'm surprised they haven't tried to pick like a tiny little bit more lockdown or something. Like, you know, the Shadow Shower that we've been seeing a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Wind Ranger. The Chinese Wind Rangers haven't been coming out at the moment.
That's why he's not in the tournament anymore.
That's true. Yeah. Too soon, Peacock. Don't say that.
Too soon it happened on like day 2. Jesus.
It happened on the last group, so,
Days. It's been days.
It was like day 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I wonder how much you can get out of on PYW. I mean, he's really good at this hero, but last time he played it, I don't think he performed that well. He does have the set, so you know,
He must be good. I like CDC though. I prefer their lineup.
yeah. I'm a little bit worried for them about this TV, but if they can play this tempo game that, you know, Mars gets Blink, TA gets Blink Desto, PO gets Diffusal plus Manta soon after.
I mean, does team just win every game?
Yeah, essentially.
Serious?
I mean, first phase every time, right?
No.
We shall see.
No.
I do think the Vici lineup is a little bit greedy though. Like they wait for their timing of their own. Whereas I feel
Prepare
like
for battle.
Radiant's more like item timing, and Dire's more like level timing. I think like with this Void Spirit, like, he just moves really early on, even if he has bad lane against the TA. So if Ori can do that and like find some good movements across the map to get pickoffs, then that'll help them massively.
I think though, if you have a bad lane against TA may just take over the mid game and open it up for the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, but potentially.
You're in a lot of trouble.
But Ori's been really good in these lanes so far. Like, Gene Gate 1. Arrow. What a combo actually.
Your first blood.
My flesh.
They give it to Ori as well. That's going to help him a lot up against this TA mid.
To battle.
Began.
Go Orchestra.
Here we go again, Vici. It's the Orchestra hits versus the Moose. Moose looking pretty lackluster today.
No.
Oh, they have the disrupt out of
Mars? That's gonna take a lot of damage. He won't end up dead. They're focusing their attention elsewhere. They've also used Metamorphosis.
Yeah, I don't know about this. You I said.
Yeah.
They use the meta really early. So like he doesn't have it for the first wave anymore. If they keep the Mars there, well, it's worth it, but now it's really awkward. I completely forgot they had Shadow Demon Miranda, by the way. I couldn't even clock my head in the draft. Yeah.
Seems pretty bad though that meta is now non-existent. Mars eats the arrow. Is that even
Dire's
worth it?
top tower
He's
is under
just
attack.
dead.
And he tried to be the nice guy, didn't he?
Yeah. But you can't allow yourself to just that arrow like that.
He gets 2 CS with a fish though. That feels good.
Over mid so far, Ori doing okay?
Is fine to a point, but at what point does XM start to overwhelm?
I mean, the first spread made a huge difference in this lane because he now has the bottle to work with as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know he can't get any runes early on, but all the regen is so helpful. Like, I think without first blood in this lane, his lane's a lot harder. But he means he only needs to farm like 300 gold or so from the beginning of the game to get the ball. instead of like having to ferry out salves and stuff all the time.
The slight lead for Vici, but here comes TA, and at least bring it back to even.
Oh, TA. I think a few talents.
It's a refraction, but it's already gone. It doesn't feel great at all. Question is, can this TV continue to farm? And 10-1 so far for Eurus. Although Phantomlights shouldn't really have the hardest time in this lane.
No, I mean, he should be absolutely fine. Like, enchant time is a bit of a problem, but it's not massive. I wonder if he gets a second point in totem here, or if he just maxes out after shock now.
Doppelganger here for Phantom Lancer again. I don't know. He'll find himself in trouble. Courier, one more shot, and he got the courier anyway. However, he is gonna die. BYW and Yang put the combo together, and all of a sudden, yeah, you get the courier, but well, you end up dead.
They get 11 gold more. I reckon courier across the. But he does give away all that XP, which now, you know, we talk about this point from the patch where like these early kills mean more. Like you get more XP from them. I think the base is 100 plus a little bit, like plus the multiplier. I don't know what that is. They get at least like 60 XP each there.
Damage up top once again. God's Rebuke pushing him back. Eurus has used this metamorphosis. We'll see how much he's able to farm with it.
I like that he's got an early stick though on the TB.
Not quite.
Such effective HP in this lane because they're going to be spamming out supposed to try and deal with you. And I wonder if he goes for the drums like Arme did last game, or if he just goes straight for the Manta.
Good. I don't know. On the TV last game?
You double rate into drum last game on Arme. Top lane, James might be in trouble here.
No more mana.
I think it's fine.
Actually, looking for DY.
Big stack for James.
So we'll get the kill. Spear comes in. They'll trade. Kill for DY, which feels great. Meanwhile, mid, Ori just taking some harassment from SM. This thing's played pretty even.
I look over the mid, he just takes a chunk to the face. Like, of the side blades. He gets the urn finished on Rana as well, so.
Wine, fill that bottle. Before he's able to stick in the lane, and meanwhile, Sam, he's going into the treads. We'll see if he finishes off the Death or the Blink first. My thought is with this Blightstone, he might be thinking dead so early. Changes.
You nearly always go for value Blightstone anyway. I don't know who played T game 1. Was it Ori? Yeah. Ori played in game 1 and he didn't get one, and I was really surprised. Oh, the TA thing gets cancelled, the Clary. This BYW is just running over.
Next, he just backs up into the jungle. Like, you have a good mid lane, you back up into the jungle, you continue to farm. So go for those treads. The question is how quickly will he get them and how quickly can he take over the mid game.
They really wanted to make a play. They're going on Shadow Demon now, though. So not Shadow Demon, Rudit.
The Hendrik's gonna die after step forward from Ori, and they get the kill. 5-2 in favor of Vici. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. It hasn't led them to have this outstanding, you know, net worth lead that we've seen Vici have in the first 2 games at this point, like a 1-2k lead. And that also goes to the fact that Ame is farming really well.
I mean, Arme somehow, but I actually think Yang doing well is the big problem here for CDEC. Like, the Shaker's doing pretty well. Like, he has bottle, he has the bracer, like, he's got these bits now, so he's going to be on his way to Blink here. And this TV sorry, not the TV, the PL can just die to the burst damage from like the Echo if it gets an early blink.
A bauble from the void.
And even before he gets a blink, like this Echo's into like an arrow or something is always going to be a kill too.
Well, they're going to put it to their XM now off the mid lane as PYW and DY make the rotation. But again, that's opening up the side lanes. And TA can just back off into the jungle and continue to farm regardless.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's level 4. I don't think you take the Sinister Gaze. You could just go into the Frost Shield and have yourself 40% damage reduction early on.
He'll just hold the point to see which one he needs.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to save somebody with a little precaution, but if he feels like he can get a kill, then he'll get gaze. For like top of the lane.
Mars. He ends up dead. They used the disruption, got the arrow, and this combo is moving around quite a bit.
Bane morale is the other one that we see banned out all the time, but who actually makes Shadow Demon morale really well.
Right now they're just leaving Ame down here, but nobody's rotating over. They have both supports up towards top, and I don't really think it's too much for them.
Bot lane, arrow.
Fisher, and Eureka's down, but the Starstorm gets the kill on Ame. He'll at least get a return on Yang, or at least I say that, and he should. God's Rebuke finishes him off. You're losing Ame though, and that's big if you're gonna die too. Wooly comes in, Aether Remedy misses, SRF hits the spear, so he's able to back away. But PYW, arrow to aim, go for it.
The concept of royalty.
Radiant's
Ame
bottom
top.
tower is under
Come back.
attack.
Yeah, he's gonna come back bottom.
At least
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Purpose. It's no.
GA treads, but not sitting top of the net worth despite sitting top of the CS. Oops. Back-to-back kills on Ame. Not only do they have the disruption arrow, they have the fissure arrow too. This is the lead we've been seeing from Vici. Really. Start to wonder if it's going to be the game where finally CDEC, they just can't do anything more. You take a look at the Void Spirit,
Radiant's
he's
bottom
going
tower
first
is under
item
attack.
act, which I think is
Under it.
pretty big, how quickly he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really good up against the PL, especially. Like, I talked about them going for this early diffusal build on the PL, but he kind of needs Manta as well to survive this silence. So otherwise, if he goes diffusal first, it then takes ages for him to finish that Manta.
Blessings.
Alright, back.
Then
SRF. He wants something with this. Moonlight that I've already used, so he can't get anything, and he's blocked in via the illusions. So he forced the
Radiant's
illusions
courier
away,
has
and
been
now he's trying to TP out, but DY, no disruption, no cancel.
No disruption, no pie.
Shadow making this very difficult. Is it me or is TA not farming as best as I thought?
Yeah, but she's been pressured really hard at mid, like, by these support rotations early on. I know what you mean, like, she should be further ahead, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Can they get the
attack.
kill? DY? No, they can't. They're just gonna lose games. They can't even kill the Shadow Demon.
Radiant's bottom
Dang, all of a
tower
sudden it's 1,000 gold off Blink. And, like, look at the difference between the Mars and the Shaker and then the Worth. Like, there's 1,000 difference already. Yang's actually got 3 points at the time as well. Like, this guy hurts. If he gets on top of anybody. I love that they give him farm priority. Like, TB the one that moves away and goes towards to farming the ancient camp. And they just give Yang the farm priority top lane to try and get his Blink.
his farm on Ame too, where he wants to use away, but he's sitting behind the Earthshaker and net worth. This defusal is even going to be enough. Because you look at the Void Spirit, and he's 2,000 gold away from max.
Yeah, he's done really well. Especially, like, I think that first one has helped him. Like, I can't understand it enough. Like, well, oversell, I don't even know what the difference is anymore, but, like, it made such a difference in this early game, especially his laning state.
Nothing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
His life comes a bit of a pain.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Shadows take us.
Kill at attack speed. Isn't gonna be easy. But again, this is something we've seen CDEC deal with every single game. And Rubik did once again.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I don't feel
attack.
like James has had a game of Dota yet. He's dead 4 times already.
It's been a struggle, hasn't it? But he died for, like, the combo early on as well, with the disruption arrow. But Yang's got his blink now, and they've soaked up. So I'm hoping they start working their way towards the bottom half of the map
Radiant's
now.
middle tower is under
Because
attack.
I see Ame under this wall that they have. So he's target number 1. They're going to loop around so they make sure they have high ground vision.
Right. They've got the blink dagger, so blink after no surprise. They've got the arrows, they'll get the kill. Ame did for a 3rd time. And I just don't know if I see CDEC escaping this grasp already.
And it's still this thing that, like, this team is just farming, right? And I don't think they deal well with them.
Dire's top tower
And
is
I think
under
the later
attack.
this game goes, like, unless Ame has a game where he can match the farm speed of TB, I think they're in
Radiant's
trouble.
bottom tower
TA
is
doesn't
under
deal with
attack.
TB at all.
Is under
This is
attack.
my problem about picking it where they did. Like, you expect TA to be further in front right now, and she's just not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And SRF's so far away
Not
from
this
Blink.
so I don't know if that's going to be enough. And now the Aruna comes in, and while SRF out of this gets nothing.
Are fortified.
And they just take they're taking the tower as well, right?
You know, it hasn't been the flashiest, it hasn't been the most exciting of games.
Radiant's middle
But-
tower has fallen.
I mean, this is Vici doing what they need to do. And they're going to Astral Step like they've got the Aether on the lid to get the control. The Chain Frost comes in, but it doesn't bounce. So they get the kill on the Victoria, they look over at XM, and really, what does he have to offer? Not much. Telekinesis onto this terrible.
Like, where's the
but
damage?
Thunder, they have no damage. The arrow hits, they get the kill on the DA. XM dead. PYW still surviving. He's got such a low amount of health. He uses the urn on himself. Heals up now, but CDEC have nothing in the tank. They never even loaded it.
Bounty.
I mean, the TB stunted when he was, like, above half HP. It's like he was on 60% HP, 70% maybe. And he's just throwing sunders out, and he still doesn't care, because, like, they just don't have any way of killing him.
Yeah.
TA's trying to hit him, and it's like, killing him. She doesn't have Death Star yet, she's just got Blink. Like, Ame's just finished Diffusal. Vici win this game and all TB wins all 3 games, I'm gonna be gutted.
From XM. No strike. Yang trying to see out the Sinister Gaze. I don't know if the arena was necessary, knowing that you had the Sinister Gaze.
Is under attack.
But
Kill's a kill.
Dire's
Sour.
top tower is
Fine.
under attack.
If they're not getting anything in return on Vici, so
Dire's top tower
that working
has
out?
fallen. Radiant's
they're just
bottom
down
tower
so
is
much.
under
Like,
attack.
Twitch has nothing. And I get that, and I get that it adds to the fact that they're up 6K. But look at where Ame stands. He's 3,000 net worth behind the TB.
I mean, the net worth advantage was 8k a second ago, and now it's flipping between 6 and 7. So
Yeah.
they're finding a way to keep the game slowly. It's not going to happen all at once. I just think Yang's like this monster at the moment on Shake. Like when these fights break out, he just so much damage.
Arcane power.
Find himself a glitch again. What do you do? I mean, he's already got Ags. You're silenced. You can't do anything. All you can do is try and run, but that's not happening.
And they have the team advantage on Vici now with Morana having the... I popped the mech. I think she dies anyway, but... Never mind. I'm pretty surprised she tried to defend that tower. That was...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
TA has the blink dust now, which is nice. And that's a pupil's gift for the PL as well. All right,
Radiant's
things are
tower is under
slotting into
attack.
place here.
Is under attack.
For CDEC.
Come back.
Oh, TV's going butterfly. Oh dear.
Dire's top tower is
Manta
under
Butterfly, and this time you're getting a
Radiant's
40-minute
middle tower is
FKB from
under
your
attack.
sniper second item.
under attack.
The only thing I will say though is like he gets rid of effective HP because of evasion on the butterfly, but he has so little HP overall. Like he has 1300, right? Because he hasn't built Scardia or anything first, and he gets the health talent at 15, which is nice, but it's still not a huge amount. But I still think it's the right choice. Like it's going to be crazy, this butterfly when it comes up. It's not only does it increase its damage output, but like all of a sudden
Gecko
on top
on
lane.
the TA.
Haste.
The arrow, they have the control, the stone fissure, but the actual step is there, and they've got themselves 1, potentially 2 teams run, and not really much place for him to go. Telekinesis, and the rest of the team is just going to continue to follow suit. And the last hit from QIW to kill off Gabe. 2 there in favor of Vici, and this game's already 8,000 net worth lead for him.
Yeah, as you slam, I think he's found a kill. And that says a lot. Like, Shake is just everywhere. They need their beacons up on the Radiant side now. Like, I mean, obviously PL doesn't. PL's not going to put BKB, but the other 2 cores do. But they're so far away. This Void Spirit Axe is going to do huge amounts of work over the next 5 minutes or so. And I'd like to see them just trying to keep the tempo up. And Void Spirit recognizes, or at least already does as well.
Dire's
Like,
bottom tower
they need
is
arm,
under
like, because they're playing
attack.
against TA, PL. And it's armor, like, it's all physical damage, right? So if they just build an itemizer for armor, that's the best they can do. Like, they've got the mech on Morana. I imagine someone's going to Solar Crest as well, probably Morana.
He gets caught again. Does he die? They've got telekinesis. They have some damage for Ori that is assimilating now on the high ground. So they should be able to continue on him. And
No way.
he's just going to TP out. Wow.
God.
That just can't happen.
He had extra step on Rubik, but wasn't using it before. Like,
Those kills have to happen.
he's almost so Greaves as well on the runner.
They're going to try and go for this. They've got the Desolator as well as the Blink, but
Smoke timing, I
that's
think.
tough. Oh, Spear, if they kill a TB, that's great.
Nice.
Take out Eurus, and now what else can they get? Goes over telekinesis on it. Yang in trouble. God's Rebuke, make it a second. DUI goes down. Fear got on Vici. PYW now on the run. This
Well, they
is
got the
coming
spear.
back for CDEC. They let the Spirit Void Spirit into the Sinister Gaze, and they've got themselves a 4th, make it a
Oh
full
my
team fight for CDEC. PYW just moved to a high ground, and there it is. Triple kills for Ame. Somehow, someway, CDEC, and they bring it back. That is a team fight losing nothing.
This was the problem with the butterfly though, right? He has so little HP still, he just dies.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, I mean,
attack.
really well played. CDEC, like, all of a sudden they're just back in the game, they get the first rush for the TA. Well, they might even give it to Arme as well, I guess, actually, but I think you give it to the TA. Like, this network leaves out the window now. They'll be kicking themselves about that on Vici because they all just die one by one. Like, the team should never be in a position like that where he gets caught, but it was a really well good wrap around by CDEC to find him. And if you can find the team when there's nobody else near, like, they do have the damage. 5 on 1, I'll take that fight.
You check him out, so he never gets his thunder off, never able to really turn the fight around. If he gets his thunder off, maybe that changes. But now got the blink dagger in a potential arena, like things look better.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
BKB would be huge for XM. Manta is not in the future for Phantom Assassin. He's our Phantom Lancer. He's going into the state panic after this line. So static resistance the name of the game.
This kill they got on the TB before though is so good because you remember we talked about how the Void Spirit Axe was going to be so good for the next 5 minutes. They haven't been able to find a fight on, and they technically lose it really big, so the window gets smaller. They get the elbow.
He's low, and he's not. He took out again instead. Minotaur's gets smooth SRF, bulwarking back. Silence comes down onto the way. Shane Frost doing a lot of damage here, and now Eurus, he's in some trouble. They got the kill on the Victoria. Nobody's gonna follow this up though. They don't want to go in too far. Metamorphosis, it's used, but it's not really getting them much more than a Lich kill.
Yeah, they might have the Aegis, but they need the beats up on the Mars and the TA really before they can take these 5 and 5s. But really good fight. CDEC still, like, they tried to get this opening on Vici, but it's another wasted window for them.
Just on the edge of killing and making a big difference. BKB 600 gold. Check that, 400 gold.
He loses the arrow that he stole on Rubik though, which is sad. They've been having some really good lift to arrow
Radiant's
combos.
bottom tower is under attack.
But he's at Arcane Supremacy level 3, and that telekinesis is such a long amount of control. Like that's one of the things. Like you talked about this Rubik being a potentially an amazing pick, and like James has started the game 0-5, but telekinesis against the TB is a long time to get him controlled up.
Yeah, there's some decent spells to steal as well. Like Fish is really good, Disruption's really good, Arrow's really good. If you can get Astral Step as well, it can be nice because it amps up the magic damage part of that, which I think is it's 200 damage at level 2, and you get 2 charges, right? So it's like 500 damage overall or something.
There's smoke. They're looking around. Shaker's up towards top. He doesn't have a TP for 10 more seconds. To get on, who's by the tier 1 tower, like
Radiant's bottom
potential.
tower is under attack.
He has to
Not gonna catch him. And there's the Moonlight Shadow. So
Dire's middle tower is under
any
attack.
sense of vision here? No, but the first time they get the telekinesis out onto this Mirana and pick up PYW.
Scanning.
This
Radiant structures
Yang's
are
Earthshaker item progression is he's died like 3 times in a row, or 3 or 4 times. And all of a sudden, he's so far away from anything else after building Splinky, which it feels like he had 10 minutes ago, and he's gonna die.
Yang. This is really good for CDEC if he just finishes off. Yang, he's got Echo Slam, but there's no reason to pop it when you've got nobody near. Fighting Sinister Gaze comes in. Oh, I see that! And he uses it.
Absolutely no point in popping Echo Slam when there's nobody else nearby. I thought you were right, but he goes for it anyway. I respect that.
I mean, he gets the fissure off and he gets killed.
Yeah, but he has no mana.
Yeah.
So he gets PL Diffusal.
Yeah, I know. Same. Fortunately, it didn't exist.
I still think this TB is going to be a big issue for CDEC, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Surprised he's not going for the Scarlet. Obviously, the MKB is pretty much needed up against the PL. Oh, we didn't take the evasion talent. Okay, fair enough. I mean, MKB's not a bad item. Maybe he thinks that the PL is going to go Butterfly, and when he sees that he's not, he might change his mind.
going into the Satanic, and he is still
Dire's top
1900
tower
gold away.
is under attack.
SR. Although you want to use your 10-second BKB there.
Ally.
They know he doesn't have it now, so they're going to try and look to make something happen here.
It's
Oh,
still
they
not
saw-
the easiest fight to get.
Yeah, the PL illusion scouted them out.
For the heart.
Yeah, Morana is going for a soul crystal as well, which I like. They need more armor. More armor.
Reaver, TA meanwhile, going at KB, nullifier. Sim has the 10 second.
That's TBI.
TB up 3k over the TA, and Sam just trying to put his way back into the game, or farm his team back into the game too, because we can open up as base as possible for the Phantom One to get the Satanic and things. I think maybe we'll go a bit more optimistic for CDEC, because they're still down 5,000 net worth.
Yeah,
Like, it just becomes an easy game because you win one of the fights.
I mean, what's happened is they've just plateaued the net worth graph over like the last 5 or 6 minutes. Like
it's fine.
after having that one really good fight,
Yeah.
and they're doing really well. I don't know, like they really need the BKB on Shaker. Oh, Vici said it's slowing them down, you know, humongously. Yeah, TB's changed his mind. He's going for Skadi because he sees the Satanic being built on Fiona. I think that's a smart choice. I think the raw HP is just better here, and like the Skadi effect is so good against TA. Ever get it on top of her, she's slowed by 5%, and it's so easy to bring her down. She's going to go MKB though on TA.
It's good positioning.
Help
for
with the
CDEC.
situation.
At all. Flies in, arrow misses. And Lancer can just try and farm. Now he sits just 500 gold
Radiant's
away
top
from
tower
finishing
is under
the Satanic. If he can get that in before they fight, I think all of a sudden CDEC they might be looking to want to be the aggressors.
Radiant are
Yeah, the
scanning.
status resistance is really good up against the Echo Slam, like the Purge as well.
Radiant's top
It stops them from just being able to try and change the PL down. Like Yang has to be insanely quick. I don't know if it's possible or not. I've not tried it before, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top wing go for the 2 this
Radiant
time.
structures are
And
fortified.
it's just Eurus sitting away at the tier 2. But start to come over. Satanic will be delivered as Ame makes the rotation. Roche is a long swan, I think the longest one possible.
I think that helps Vici in a way though. Like, they really want BKB on the Shaker before the next big fight.
Moonlight Shadow, toppling her way. They've got themselves the sentry down, and they'll swap.
I don't know why they're not dewarding those traps, but I guess the TA just replaces them anyway.
Earth bound.
He's really slowing him down, but is that really just benefiting Vici though?
I don't think it's, well,
For Eurus, if he just buys out on the point booster.
I think the slow Roche respawn helped Vici
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
because they really need Shaker BKB. Like, it's so important. The TV has Skadi now though, so they might look to try and smoke up here. Boy's
Yeah,
was going
Lancer's trying to get his.
I'm not sure how to
Completely linked and trying to get the backlines. It worked against the sniper, but
who's the backline in this game. Imagine if you went Battlefield and Ori, right? And the Battlefield effect worked on astral step hits. You just zipped through all the illusions
Meepo,
and everything just died. That's what I want to see.
Meepo, 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 Meepo,
getting BKB.
Meepo, Meepo, Meepo,
Sam's really found some farm here. And quite honestly, all of CDEC needed have found it. What is the Rubik going for? 4 staff, Aether Lens. Is it worth getting an Axe next?
I don't think so. I think he's more likely to like another like a Glimmer or something along those lines. He can go. It's like, but there's nothing. Like there's no insanely good reason to build an Axe. Like I think something like Hex would be better.
2 gram.
Yeah, but it's so difficult to get. Like obviously the cast range increases massively on the spell still, which is nice. But I don't look at this and I'm like, yeah, I really want to build Axe. If he feels like he can make flashy plays, then yeah, maybe. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
TL.
He could go Lotus on Rubik as well if he wanted, actually. Wouldn't be too bad.
Oh. Smoked in. Okay. SRF just went for it.
Oh, Roach is out.
Step forward, they've got the silence coming through onto SRF. SRF is up, and he might just die here. Chain Frost bounces around, Guardian Greaves is used, so they'll sustain through this. They lose the Mars, he's dead without buyback.
Yeah, I think they just head into the pit now. A sentry down, let's just start the pit. But they don't know Mark doesn't have buyback, right? And he's actually just got the gold.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower
Like they
is
see
under attack.
Eurus this whole time, right?
I don't think they can just give this up. And yeah, there's the buyback, which will probably make Vici exit the pit, or at least the Eurus does.
That's really sad for Miles. He was really hoping to get towards that AC. Some extra armor for his team against the TB.
Yeah, trying to go AC Ag. ISR is pretty big here from CDEC. They have themselves the Order of Destruction as well as the, you know, the Death Zone and the Metal Strike.
Yeah, if they get into it, they will take it quickly on the CDEC side.
He's in here again.
Right, here's the BKB on the Shaker. I think this is the big one for me.
Alright. Pointing to the high ground. Team's scared to get to the pit, and now it's Vici turn to smoke. Ooh, Phantom Lancer, he's in trouble, I think. And they're gonna blink Echo.
Do they know it's definitely real?
There, blink Echo. I mean, you knew it was coming. They've got the arrow that's gonna kill. It's just mindlessly farming for mid while nobody's shooting from Vici. You have to assume that that's coming.
They're gonna push up here as well. Try to gain control of the high ground.
Or telekinesis, got the control, the atmosphere, and now the arrow hits on the TA, they've got the damage, but do they have the finishing blow on X? BKB, they'll get the kill on the Lich, and now Lich will buy back immediately. He's so low, and eventually falls. Yurts gets the kill, DY being focused by Ame. Doppelganger, but he's not going to have the damage from all the way back to finally finish him off. It's the trap and maybe a little bit of the illusion. James, Essence Ring. I think now this trap gets popped. Everybody here with the side of CDEC as well as DY buying back. So now they've got the telekinesis coming through on the TB, but TB trying to fight. TB looking for a Sunder. SRF getting low. He's on the run. The spear pulls away. Ori on the other side of this fight, though. Ame's going after DY. He's popped this. He panic and gets back to full health. The Sunder is going to be used by Eurus to get in to pull out. But Ame's dead again. He has no buyback. He's low by himself without his team. He is fighting 4v1. Here's your hits on James, and there's the Yules, there's the arrow, and there's the kill on the Rubik. They'll also take out this Lichu ball back. Victoria's gone, and that, I mean, that's at least the tier 2. Do they want to go on the high ground without meta?
The fight starts by XM blinking in to try and, like, get into a position for a fight, and he just slings on top of an arrow. That was so unfortunate. But unfortunately, no, that happens sometimes. They get punished for it massively.
Middle tower has fallen.
So like, both cores just got picked off really at the start of the fight, and they're just going to end the game. I think it's over.
Got the arena, they missed the spear. DUI, he'll go Citron. Jeez, buys back, and as quickly as he uses that buyback, he ends up dead. They'll get the kill there on a DUI. The extra step back. BKB, XM, as well as Mars. TV away. 1 tier 4 is gone, and GG is called. CDEC get knocked down to the lower bracket, and Vici win the series 2-1.